Yay!
Yeah. Hey, Relaxia! Welcome to our March Bloxcast. Spring has sprung, winter is over. That means we got lots of stuff to talk about that is coming up soon, like maybe the egg hunt, but I get ahead of myself. I'm Brad Justice, Chief Justice. I'm here with our CEO, David Bazuki, and I'm here with Sean, also known as, it's Sphinx Shen, right? That's your username. Right. From our engineering team, and we're here to answer your questions. And then a little bit later, we've got a little bit to talk about our event schedule for this year, as well as, yes, the egg hunt. And then we've got Noble Dragon on the hot seat to play live. So lots of good stuff, but let's get right into the questions.
Okay, welcome. We'd like to go really live and spontaneous with your questions as always, and they're pouring in fast and furious today.
So remember, you can either put your questions in on the chat here on Twitch or on Twitter. Make sure you use the hashtag Roblox so that we see it and so that everybody else in the world sees it as well.
Okay, awesome. Just kicking off, big Roblox tradition, the egg hunt, along with a lot of other Roblox traditions. Brad, when does it start?
Not going to say an exact date, but as I said, stick around. We're going to have some stuff to show you a little bit later in our Bloxcast.
Okay, awesome. That was from official David98. Awesome. Zhang, I don't know if you want to answer this one or not. We don't have Arsini or any of the rendering team here, but you're on the client team. Are you going to make reflectance actually reflect surroundings like a mirror? What do you think, dude?
This is actually we saw in the Hatley project, and it plays really well. We actually, every time we release a new feature, we want to test it through, we want to make sure everything's not broken and it works really well with the existing system. That's why it may take time for us to release that officially, but I can't guarantee anything. I can't say, because I'm not Arsini, I can't say that we are going to release that maybe in a couple of months. But I would say this is something we are experimenting, and I think this is something we can do in the near future.
Yeah, and while you're talking about a rendering team, I want to just mention and give kind of a big shout out to how awesome they are. I don't know if you know it. I don't know if we've mentioned what they've done in the last 2 months, Brad, or have it been a secret on the performance stuff?
I don't think we've done any explicit news about it yet, but yeah.
So we have secretly and silently rebuilt our whole rendering engine. You haven't even noticed, but you have noticed performance improvements. I think we started with 5 or 10% of all of our users seeing these performance. We're dialing it up. It's amazing. So the Roblox rendering team, without you even knowing it, has completely replaced everything to do with rendering. And that's why you're seeing such great performance, especially on iPad 2 and low-end machines, as well as like 100 FPS on high-end machines. So just a great, once again, shout out to those guys. Okay, this is from Overly Attached Dev from Canada. Hey, should we expect to see a user-created mesh system on Roblox in the next year? So, this is an item near and dear to my heart, and this is something we're starting to look into that's really exciting. User-created meshes, what the real issue is, how do you build those meshes, and how do you model, how do you create 3D shapes? Right now, Roblox works a lot like a lot of other modeling systems, except there's some operations that are missing. You can't take a part in Roblox and subtract it from another part. Can't take a bunch of parts and like weld or glue them into one part. So I'm not going to say exactly what we're doing, but I think what I'm going to give a hint at is we're going to radically improve the way you can create interesting and complex things on Roblox. And I think you guys are going to really like it. Okay, this is from Saxez. Brad, why can't we trade items that are not limited?
Because they're not limited.
Okay.
No, by definition, limited items are the tradable items. I think part of what we've been doing, you may have noticed, is we're trying to get the catalog a little more focused. You're going to see a lot more of that in the coming weeks. But as it stands right now, we want people to be able to trade and sell items. Probably doesn't make sense to be able to trade and sell everything. That could get very messy. But we do want to see more things that can be part of the economy.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I can't even read this username. It's like A and Blue Roblox, but an extremely perceptive and prescient question because Zhang and I were talking about this 7 minutes ago. And one of the biggest things on Roblox that we think drives the quality and the fun is scale. Number of parts, number of players, number of moving parts, quality of lighting. So the question is, will there ever be 100 players per server on Roblox? Please answer on the Bloxcast. Boom.
Okay, you got the right person. So my team and I are working hard on having 100 player playable in the same game. So let me give you some context first. So some people may ask that since we already have 30 player enabled and probably have 50 player, why don't we have 100 player? Because it's just like 70 player more, 50 player more. So this is not a simple question. So in computer science, we call this N-squared question. So because let's say we have 10 player in the game, to let all other players know what the other player is doing, we actually, on the server side, we broadcast that 100 times for all the players' movement or actions. Then, if it's 100 player, it's actually broadcasted 10,000 times. That's a huge number of data to process at the server side and process to the network side, the client side. So that's not easy. I mean, I'm not saying that we are not going to do that. We definitely work hard on that. But I mean, I can guarantee you we will have that done someday. I mean, I can't guarantee you the exact date, but I'm telling you, we are working very hard on that. And especially we are Roblox, we're awesome, so we can definitely make that happen. I can't promise you, but this is the primary focus of my team. And we already have something done recently. We haven't really enabled in that in live game, but I can tell you it will be enabled very soon, and you will see much smoother kind of moving parts, even in a 30 player game, in a 50 player game. And we're working towards the goal and just waiting for that.
So Zhang, I want to dig in a little deeper because this is such a cool kind of core gaming issue, and a lot of the really technically oriented Robloxians kind of are really into this. And so you definitely have this N-squared problem where going from 10 players to 100 players, gives you 100 times the network information that you have to share. So given that you have 100 times the information to share, are there some general classes of solutions, either making the information more compact or sending less information for characters that are far away? Like, how can we hope you're ever going to do this?
Yeah, so we probably will make a blog post someday about the details of the technology. But briefly, there are multiple ways to get that working. So one of the way we get that done recently is to compress the packet we are sending from the server to the client. So originally, or for many other games, the current movement or the action are sent every frame in the full stack. That being said, my actual C frame, coordinate frame, and all my rotation direction are being sent every time. Because some of them are redundant data, because they are, comparing to this frame and previous frame, there could be a small delta. And we actually don't need to send the full data every time. We just need to send that small delta. So this is what we've done recently. Awesome. And this greatly reduced the overall bandwidth consumption and the server process kind of server load.
Awesome. Yeah. So I think the big picture here is Roblox is probably the most open-ended sandbox moving part environment out there in gaming. You can pretty much do whatever you want, and I think you're going to be amazed from what I've already seen and what's coming down the pipe as far as networking. Okay, fun one. Another one that Zhang and I were talking about just recently, and this one is coming from Midnight Cave S. I know this is asked a lot, but is Roblox actually coming to Android? My family uses Android, and I really can't use my PC. So a couple things. Worldwide now for tablets, Android is passing iOS, and worldwide there's going to ultimately be a lot of Android tablets out there. Second thing I'm going to tell you that's really cool is one unique thing about Roblox is exact same tech on right now iOS, PC, and Macintosh. It enables co-play amongst all of those. Many of the top games that are played on all three at the same time. So we're definitely working on Android. No promises on dates. Zhang, what did you just see the other day?
Yeah, we actually yesterday, I just see people getting the basic shell running on Android.
Yeah.
That means part of our code is already working very well on Android. And
so
I can't tell you more about that, but this is what I saw.
No dates. We are working on it. It's going to be awesome, and that is going to be our four big platforms: PC, Mac, iOS, Android, and we're going to kind of crush it. Yeah. Brad, anything you want to say on that?
No, it is happening. I know people ask over and over again, but yes, Android.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let's keep going. This is from Brio Games Co. There's some O's and some zeros in there, so I don't know how you'd want me to say it. How do I make a game universe? Well, I'm gonna talk a little about it, then I'll let you jump in, Zhang. So right now, what we have done is we call them games externally, but what we have, every place is already attached to a game, and we are driving to a vision where the idea of a game includes multiple places, single persistent store for data, a way when you have a more complex game made of maybe an RPG with multiple dynamically linked places or whatever, you can wrap them into one thing. So it's pretty straightforward. Go to the page where you create a new place, and you'll see I don't know the exact menus. You'll see how you can start assigning games to those places. Any place you make right now is already part of a game, so you've already got that. Zhang, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, that's correct. So we have silently made all the place into a game. That could be like one place game, but we guarantee every place is already in a game.
Yeah.
So we also have released very detailed wiki and tutorial for how to make a game or universe or persistent working or teleport working. So just look up in our wiki page, search for like a universe, search for game, search for teleport, search for persistence. You should be able to just go into that tutorial page, and you know how to do that from scratch. I can guarantee you this is super easy. So I personally have made a game that using universe when it's not really officially released, and it's working pretty well. That's part of my Hack Week project, and I just did that in 7 days, and people can fight each other. All their castles or whatever has been persisted. So this is very awesome.
Okay, thanks.
And there was also a blog post on getting started with how to create multi-place games and pointing to the stuff in the wiki. So check the blog, check the wiki. We're going to be adding more documentation, so we want to make this as easy as possible, and it is pretty easy, as Sean said.
Okay, Brad, this is from L. George 1431. Will there ever be a blocked user feature? Sometimes the person will never stop bugging me. I know we got a fair amount of block user stuff already. I don't know if you want to go into the details on that.
We are working on an individual block user feature. It will work in game. It will not work on some of the broader site things that like the forums, where it's more difficult to do that. But it is actually, in addition to what we already have in place on the site, we will be introducing that feature, and actually it's in the development pipeline right now.
Okay. This is from Christopher CMD. Will there be a time when you make terrain more improved? Yes. If you see, so I'm seeing a really large viewer number. Thank you. All right. Thousands of you out there. Will terrain ever be improved? Yes. I think we gave some hints of Arseni's Hack Week project. I'm not sure if we showed that live to everyone or not. Did we keep that a secret, Brad?
Did we show his video with the terrain?
Arseni's Hack Week.
Terrain? Have we shown that yet?
It's been on the blog.
It's been on the blog, yeah.
So check out the blog post on what Arseni did in Hack Week. I think that's our vision for terrain, and that vision would be, ultimately voxel terrain is a hint at what you're trying to create, and I think you'll start to see smoothing on, oh great, rendering blog coming next week. Thank you everyone. Okay, watch for the blog. Okay, are you guys getting closer to letting Roblox users make their own hats? So I'm going to talk about this, and then I'll let Brad talk about it. I hope I don't put my foot in my mouth, Brad. Okay.
I'll let you know if you do.
Okay. So long term, from the CEO, I think it'd be awesome to let Roblox users create all the asset classes. And I think as Roblox becomes a better and better modeler, our vision is you will ultimately be able to create great looking hats directly in Roblox and be able to put them up and sell them. No promise on the time frame, Brad. That I think is the vision. I don't know if you want to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is also part of the reason why, you know, we've taken the approach we're now taking with games, where you've got data persistence, you've got developer products. Developer products don't just have to be, you know, health potions or single-use passes. Ultimately, they could be asset classes as well, which means that you could sell hats and gear specifically for your games or a set of games that you share with other people. What's a little more problematic is saying people will make hats for the catalog full stop so that anybody will be able to clothe their avatar, because, you know, we don't want something like suddenly a user can make a Dominus and sell it, and, you know, that tanks the Dominus market or something like that. But what we're working on, and the reason, you know, we've taken again this approach with games, is that developers are going to have a pretty broad latitude to augment their gameplay with asset classes.
Okay, I like it. All right, this is I'm seeing a lot of great questions, so I love these questions actually. Okay, will you ever add more tools to Roblox Studio, and will Studio see any big updates in the near future? Also great question. So Roblox Studio team now is growing and growing and growing. You're going to see better docs, better examples. We're making the slow migration, and at some point we'll go default with the ribbon bar. I know many of you are used to your old way of menu-based operation and traditional tools, but that ribbon bar is going to get super high quality. We have a lot of things that we're looking at in Studio right now for Q2. Big one is debugging, and we've had a lot of discussions around what's the best way to debug, either on a live instance. How do you tack in? How do you tap into log files on a live instance? How do you debug over the spectrum of all of your games that are running? And ultimately, you know, could you ultimately attach Roblox Studio to a running game in some kind of, like, you know, super mode or something, and start digging in? So all of the debugging thing is on the table. All of the collaboration stuff is on the table, and that would be working in a team of 2 or 3. How do you as a developer really work together? And, you know, can someone work on one part of the game, someone work on other parts of the game? So we're looking at all of that stuff as well. And obviously the modeling aspects of Studio, like I mentioned before, we're digging a lot into.
So I want to chime in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people mention that, even my perception is Roblox platform is so easy to make a game or make a prototype. It's like 10 times easier than other tools like Unity or other kind of third-party engines or whatever. The current problem is Roblox sometimes take additional effort to debug, like what David just mentioned, or to polish your game. And this is exactly what the studio team is focusing on right now. They want to make your experience in debugging, in continuous developing, much easier and progressive. So this is their goal. I think they are going towards the right direction.
Cool. Okay, this is another one that Brad, they're ending up being a lot more technical today. Is that all right?
That's fine with me.
Okay, awesome. So, are you going to come out? This is from Sporkies. Are you ever going to make Studio on mobile devices, because it would help me in my game making a lot? So this is a big one. This is a philosophical one. I'll tell you where we're thinking right now, and that is we still believe for like the big desktop scripting, all of that, making that work mobile is probably not in the close future. Okay, and I think you can think about Roblox Studio a little like Visual Studio or Photoshop or PowerPoint, kind of a serious desktop application that we're going to make easier and easier to use. Where we're going though for game creation and building on mobile devices is much more with what we've done with universes, and that is giving developers the capability to load, to save places, to save models, to do creation within a game itself. So that very specialized types of builders, a car building app, a character building an app, a level creating app, ultimately our developers are going to start creating these types of apps on a mobile device where there's going to be all kinds of, I think, a little more tablet-centric building type stuff. Zhang, I don't know if you or Brad want to chime in on that.
Yeah, I think we just released a blog post about save the place and load the place, and basically everything you can basically as a builder you can just implement the script to allow the user of your game to just create a place in your games and just to save them. So I think this is actually expanding all the possibilities. I mean, so the user, when they use the mobile app, they can still just create a place. So this is something that probably you already want.
Okay, I like this one. This is from Super Mario 311, and I like it because it's not a question, it's a command, and it's to Brad. It's make new iOS items. There you go.
Okay.
This one's from Jules X. This one is also for Brad. Will there ever be voice chat in Roblox?
It's something that's asked about a lot. I would say it's a possibility, but it's unlikely. And the reason for that is it's important for us that Roblox be, as it is, fully moderated, and adding voice in addition to all of the text chat that has to be monitored, makes it a lot more difficult to stay on top of. We're not ruling it out. It may be that, we've got, for example, a set of games that can be, or a set of servers that can be played by older players where, maybe voice chat is okay. But it's not something that's on the table right now, and we'd have to think pretty hard about it before we did it.
Okay, so this is a great question from Colorful Brendan. I don't know if we've had Bill Mooney, our Chief Product Officer, on here right now, but this one would be dear to his heart. And it also gets into one of the big philosophies of Roblox, which is really the crowd, the power of the crowd, the wisdom of the crowd to make good decisions. And it relates to what games we show on our games page. And for those of you that have followed Roblox, for a fair amount of time, all we showed was games sorted by popularity, which was being played the most. We've recently given you both what's the most popular, what's earning the most money, what's the highest rating. So we started to give you that. And one of the things we talk about, and also that Colorful Brendan has mentioned, is I would like to propose a new category on the game page that is games handpicked by the moderators and Roblox staff. And this would be called like curated, or this would be called top popular. So we're
Editor's picks.
Editor's picks. It's what Apple does. So we're going to explore this, but in the spirit of Roblox, I think what we're going to do is compare this, almost test with it on and with it off, and see if our power to pick interesting games can be better than the power of the Roblox crowd, and can we pick things that you will find as interesting as what you as a crowd have decided to play. So I think we are going to try and experiment with this. We're going to see how it works, but we're only going to do it, I think, if we add value and can surface interesting games that are showing up parts of the system. And Brad, I don't know if you guys want to say anything else.
It's not on the games page yet, but sort of this approach, at least the notion of us as Roblox staff picking stuff, that's part of the point of the next level that we do every week, where we have different people from staff playing games and streaming games. And yeah, we do play some popular things, but also we ask people from our team, pick out something that isn't well known and should be, and that's what the editors' picks should be. We know that there are lots of really great games out there that might have trouble breaking through and getting noticed on the games page. So yeah, we're calling that out on the next level, but it's a great idea to get it on the games page as well.
And I think what Apple does and what we would start doing in this way is also highlighting games that really tap into new and exciting capabilities. So that would be a perfect place to highlight a multiple place game, linked, persistent, showing off new kind of tech that we've rolled out. Okay, This is another great one. This one's near and dear to my heart. This is from Tox1C99. Will there ever be multiplayer studio? Someday there will. It's the way Roblox Studio works right now, technically, is because Roblox is this replicating, kind of data system. You literally could attach Studio right now to a game, see everything in the game. There's some security issues around that, and it's also possibly not the most needed debugging tool right now. I think there's some bigger debugging issues that are needed right now, although the vision of both debugging or working together in live studio sessions is technically very close and kind of near and dear to our heart. And Zhang, I don't know if you want to chime in on that one.
I think right now you have some ability to actually develop the same game simultaneously. You can have people develop different places and upload them into the same game. So this is essentially like multiplayer developing experience. For the studio, there are a lot of complicated, so it's not an easy work to do, because when you do collaboration in studio, it's more like there are going to be a lot of confliction, and there could be a lot of version control. That's a lot of things. We don't want to ruin the developer's experience by just simply release this feature, and people suddenly found their thing going to be overwritten by other player. So we want to make sure everything will be properly handled before we actually consider or release this feature.
Okay. I like this one for Brad. This is from Side Slasher FTW. Bloxcast versus the next level. Which one is better?
Was this Sophie's choice? No,
Yeah.
This is. Do not ask me to pick amongst my children.
Okay.
No, it's
What's your favorite child?
They're totally different things. I mean, Bloxcast this is news and information. We're doing it once a month. Next level is us just kind of hanging out and playing games, and it's not so much focused on asking questions. We know a lot of questions come in about Alien, but. He just face palmed over there. They're two totally different things, and actually we're looking at what's the next kind of broadcast that we're going to add to our rotation of live webcasting. There's going to be more.
And speaking of that, I've been speaking of live broadcasting, I've been watching all your Twitch channels. Great job. I think
Awesome,
you've gone from zero to hero. There's like multiple Twitch streams running at all the times now. A lot of times when I'm talking to people about Roblox, besides playing the game, if they want to see other people playing, they can now immediately go to Twitch and see all of you that are streaming on Twitch playing the game as well.
Right. And do not forget that we have leaderboards for certain categories for what you're streaming on Twitch. So if you haven't hooked yourself up yet, get on board, show people what you're doing.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, this is from Novus Theory. Can we have more fonts and text edits for GUIs and other things? So before we go into this, I want to let you guys know one thing, and that is I think about a year ago our fonts really were bad. Our fonts were based on a couple bitmap things that have been uploaded. So if you go now and you look at our fonts, both screen fonts as well as surface fonts, and a lot of the games now, Murder, Mystery, Survive the Disasters, you see people starting to use our surface GUIs where those fonts are showing up in different places. And those fonts look really crisp and anti-alias. We've done an amazing job on kind of the quality there. The request for more fonts, interesting. We should think about it. Zhang, I don't know if you have...
Yeah, I don't think there's any problem we add more fonts into.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I think so great idea there. This one is from Dr. Bloxicus, great username. And this one is really simple. When do you think all computers will have a good experience? Some computers, like XP, are low quality and no detail. So, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
So my answer is never, and let me tell you why my answer is never. Because in 10 or 15 years, what you expect for quality is going to be so much higher. You're going to expect a million moving parts, and you're going to expect, one of our vision, 10,000 player medieval battle with simulated catapults and real destruction on the castles and all of that. That's what you will come to expect on a high-end computer, and today's computers will be considered then a bad experience. So I feel the target's always going to be moving, and the 10 to 15-year-old computers are always going to be a bad experience. So we're doing our darndest on XP. We still have a lot of you on XP to make it solid. What we tend to do is go for frame rate over detail. And we tend, with our automatic frame rate manager, to move more in the direction of giving you 30 frames a second with less detail than that chunky high-res stuff. So now that I've given my provocative answer, Zhang, anything you want to chime in on?
Actually, I just want to say completely agree with you. So,
Okay.
yeah, we do test on XP. We want to make sure that XP is still working, but like the focus is to moving forward.
Okay, I thought you guys were going to name dev products consumables. Why are they called dev products? Brad, anything there? Or I think I know the answer, but maybe you want to chime in.
I think it was for clarification. They're not necessarily all consumable things. I mean, some of them are, like you can make a health potion and they are consumable, but there are other things down the road, like I mentioned before, the possibility of creating your own assets for use within a game. The reason we decided to go more with developer products is because that's exactly what they are. It's anything that a developer creates for their game.
Yeah, I think consumables implies that it has to be the type of item that you consume.
Right.
Dev product just means the ability to sell something in game. That could be a VIP pass. It can unlock a door. It can be it can be anything. So I think we went the more general one. Okay, what is the age for people to work at Roblox? So I'm going to give the unofficial answer, and that is any age, because we have a lot of younger people who wouldn't be qualified to go out in the workforce, making interesting games, making interesting assets, participating on the currency trading exchange, doing a lot of interesting things that are all real world work. Mm-hmm. And I think for me, one of the exciting things about Roblox is it's kind of a giant microcosm to find out what you're interested in, whether that's coding, modeling, design, art, producing, graphics, and passionately explore it and maybe guide you and motivate you in your career. We have a lot of people who get pumped on CS in Roblox and they decide they want to go and try and get a computer science degree at a great university. Your work at Roblox, I think, even when you apply to a college, can be noteworthy. Saying that I made a game that 20 million times was played, or now with the DevX saying I'm starting to fund my my activities, my part-time job is making great content on Roblox. I think there's a lot of interesting ways to work for us at any age. Brad, I don't know if you want to chime in.
Yeah, I mean, there's working for Roblox in the broad sense, and that's creating great games. Then I think probably underlying that was also the more mundane question about if you want to work here with us at HQ. It's we do have interns, but generally people have to be at least 18. If not older, and have, particularly the engineering team, these are guys with, pretty hardcore degrees and things. So, it's not like we just hire people over the summer as teenagers. But on the other hand, we're actually hiring all of you to create games. And again, as Dave said, you can be any age to do that. And in fact, I think a big chunk of the people who have cashed out with DevX already are, they're 14, 15, 16 years old.
So I just want to chime in real quick. So with some of my personal experience. So when I was at age 15, 16, I mean, apparently there was no Roblox. I wish we had one at that age. I made some of my own game, and very personal, very mini game. And these games actually helped me a lot when I got the college, and when I got my first job. And my first job is actually in a video game company called Ubisoft. And those mini games I made when I was age 15 or 16 actually contribute a lot to their recruiting process, and helped me to get into the game industry or the information industry. And I think this is really good experience, other than just cashing out some of the Robux.
Yep.
Okay, this is a great one. Do you guys have any way to reduce lag on games with multiple bricks and parts? So I'm going to kick this one off. Once again, pass it over to Zhang. So lag for a game means many things. It's either the frame rate, it's the delay between moving your mouse or keyboard and seeing input, or it's the choppiness of the networking and the flow of that. So let's go through a few. I'm going to go through some of the classic lag things. One is frame rate. New rendering thing that we've just done, especially on tablets and low-end machines, enormous boost there. Besides the 100 players, lag on networking, which is how many moving parts can we have streaming through. One is streaming load, which we're continuing to refine and will ultimately become the default way of joining a game. But also, Zhang, besides the 100 moving part project, we're working on just, how efficiently can we get a lot of moving parts working? I don't know if you want to touch base on that.
Yeah, so exciting to announce. I mean, probably you will see that in maybe a couple months or even just a couple weeks. And we actually, in our experimental environment, we got a lot of moving parts moving really smoothly, and even a lot of player connecting to that. That's definitely something very exciting. For example, when you play the Survival the Disaster game, you sometimes when there is a volcano eruption, you see them kind of jittering a lot. See them jumping out. It's not because of a bug, that's because of the network bandwidth. And we actually saved that a lot. We actually enable the moving parts to be really fluent. So this is really exciting. I mean, I can't wait to just release that in the near future.
It's going to be awesome. Okay, this is getting deep. This is from Lucas Kyle 21. Each one of us is going to have a 3-sentence answer to this. Why do you guys play and work at Roblox? Okay, who's going first?
Maybe, okay, so because I'm pretty much a new face in this community, and I would say the first time when I saw Roblox, I got so amazed, and I'm thinking of this is the future, because this platform gives basically unlimited future, allow the user to create whatever games they want. I mean, there's no limitation of imagination, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. I really want to make this happen.
Okay, good. Brad and me, and then we're going to be wrapping it up. Yeah.
I love to play games, and I also spent part of my career at Lego. And to me, this is like the next generation of Lego. You can put anything together. It's not just what you can build, it's actually what you can bring to life as a game. So put those two things together, games, Lego, this is where it's at.
I think for me, I love being in an industry where we're relating directly with people using the product rather than 1 or 2 steps removed. We love the product of what we're working on. UGC, user generation creation, is the future of gaming, and also the future of gaming is really reality-based kind of gaming, things that work like the real world, things that you can take apart, things that you can put together, things that make it easier to build interesting stuff. So both the tech as well as the community is awesome, and it's a lot of fun, and that's why we're here today listening to all of you. We appreciate your questions.
Okay, well that wraps up the Q&A piece. So, John, thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you, guys.
Great having you here. Dave, thanks.
Thank you.
So we're going to take a brief break, less than a minute, and then we'll be back to talk a little bit about our event plan for this year, and then we'll be talking about the egg hunt. And then Noble Dragon, you gearing up over there?
Always.
Yeah. Okay. Back in a minute.
See you guys.
And we're back. I'm here with Alien and the Beard.
Those are not our names.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Stop. Please stop immediately.
We've changed your usernames in the system. Okay, so because these guys just can't stay off camera, so we are back. I want to talk a little bit about because there have been some questions about what we're doing with events this year. What are we doing? Where is BloxCon? There is one BloxCon this year, and it's for everybody. It's going to be virtual BloxCon. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be right here. In June, we'll be setting the exact date very soon, but we're going to be doing a few hours of live programming, and actually all of the really cool stage stuff that we did at the physical BloxCons last year, we're going to be doing for the first time right here for all of you. So stay tuned for more news on that. That's going to be the BloxCon, but we're not going to stop there. We are going to go out and visit around to a number of different cities, but we're doing it in conjunction with the Maker Faire people. And if you don't know about Maker Faire, this is something you're definitely going to want to check out. We've got a little bit of a teaser video first, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the details. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a taste of it. We're going to be at Maker Faire. So the way it's going to work is this. I'm going to give you some of the details. You can get a lot more by going on the blog page. I think we've got it now in the right-hand column.
The column, the sidebar, look for the Maker Faire, the Blox Faire graphic,
Right.
actually. It's red.
Yes.
And all the
very
information that you need, all the pertinent information is right inside the blog post, so make sure to check that out as well.
But here's a little bit, some of the details. So first of all, what is Maker Faire? Maker Faire it's not Roblox's event. It's an event that we're going to be part of. We're partnering with the Maker Faire organization. The flagship Maker Faire started here in Silicon Valley about 8 or 9 years ago. They started out with a few thousand people. Last year, the weekend that we had Maker Faire, and we were part of it last year, there were like 125,000 people, and it was insane.
It was just like...
Yeah.
We were like right in the thick of it too,
Yeah.
so there are people just coming through the booth
Yeah.
all the time,
I
non-stop
remember
action.
all day long, like, we were just taking pictures of everything and uploading them to the blog, so that was definitely a fun day.
And Maker Faire, as the name might imply, is for people who make things. And it's anything that you can imagine. There was, 3D printing, home 3D printing, people who make robots, people who make potato guns. There were giant Daleks in the parking lot. There was a car with
Crabs.
and animated fish all over it.
I remember that.
It's sort of like anything you can put together, wire up, set on fire, take apart, all at the same time. It's there at Maker Faire. You will want to check it out if you haven't been to one. Really, really cool. So and we're going to this because we just fit right in with people who make stuff. That's what Roblox is all about. And you heard what Dave was just saying, in his closing about, we want to be wired into the communities of people who, put things together, take things apart. That's what Roblox is about. So it's a really, really great place for us to be. So we're going to be doing the flagship Maker Faire here, which happens to be in the Roblox HQ hometown of San Mateo. It's actually just down the road from us.
What a strange coincidence that is. I mean, it's like it was
Or
meant to
is
be.
it?
And- yeah, exactly.
Perhaps it's an alien conspiracy.
Oh my god.
So we'll be there. That's the third weekend in May. The entire Roblox team will be there for at least part of the weekend. We go in shifts, and so we go in and out. There's another big maker fair in New York City in September, and we'll have some staff members there as well. And then, part of what's happened, the Maker Faire movement has become such a big thing. They actually had about 100 different Maker Fairs around the world last year. Some of them, most of them actually, were started just by groups in their communities who wanted to get together and show off stuff that they were making. So they've sprung up all over the place. We're going to participate in a number of them. And here's the way that it's going to work. Maker Faire is about people who make things showing their stuff off. So what we want is for people in the cities where we've made arrangements with Maker Faire to be potentially a sponsor, is we want you to come together with other people who make stuff on Roblox and show it off. And what we need is, in any given city, and if you go to the page from the sidebar on the blog, it'll show you the cities that we're talking to the Maker Faire people about going. In those cities, get 8 people together who can sort of split up their time and spend some time at the Roblox booth. Show off Roblox. We pay for the booth space. We send you a box of swag and sort of like a kit to put together the booth. We provide the connectivity. You provide the creativity. You need to show off the games that you've built, the games that other people have built. We think, actually, we've talked with some of our top devs already in some of the cities, so they're going to be there to be able to show off the games that they've made. So we need 8 people to do that, not including parents, to be able to have a booth in a city and get you guys going. And once you have that, we'll work out ways to get you in touch with one another so you can coordinate that. And on top of that, if you can get 20 people together to work the booth over the course of the Maker Faire day, or in a couple of places it's actually for a Saturday and a Sunday. You get 20 people there. We're going to send somebody from HQ, me, Alien, Beard.
It would make sense to send Alien
Noble
because
Dragon,
he can get
yeah.
there the fastest.
It's
using
true.
In my
the technology.
spaceship.
Yep. And others, we will send somebody to hang with you and answer your questions and be part of the fun. So please, check out online. We've got actually some Maker Fairs coming up pretty soon. There's some sort of mid-late April. And actually they run through all the rest of the year. So it's not just a summer thing. That was the other thing about last year was, trying to do all the BloxCons, getting to where people could come with big events, trying to do it during the summer with summer vacation. These run on weekends throughout the year, all the way up until I think the end of November. So go online, check out the schedule, more details there. Also ways for you to ask questions if you've got questions about what's going on. We think, and the reason we're doing this is BloxCons are terrific, and that's why we're still doing virtual BloxCons, but BloxCons are just for people who are already part of Roblox. And what we want is for more people to be part of Roblox. And so that's why we're going to the Maker Fairs, where it's not just the few hundred or the few thousand people who came to BloxCon, but it's going to be hundreds of thousands of people who are already people who make things, who like to put things together, who will be totally into the idea of an environment where you can create your own game and share it with other people, and we will get just tons more exposure for Roblox. So
yeah, and what's really cool about it is that you guys as the people who know everything about Roblox get to be the ones that kind of usher in the next generation.
And that is absolutely how much faith we have in our user base, right? We know that you guys would just promote the heck out of Roblox, and that is awesome. You guys are awesome.
So
Hey.
yeah.
All right.
So that's it for we're going to talk about Maker Faire. Was there something else we were supposed to talk about?
There's this other minor thing, something that had to do.
Actually, we're short on time, so maybe we'll just skip
Cancel
over
it.
Yeah,
It's something about hunting at
hunting.
hunting.
Scrambled or over easy? I don't know. Maybe it was.
I don't know.
That was breakfast.
I don't know.
We forgot to eat
Yeah.
breakfast.
We forgot to eat
Right,
breakfast.
yeah. Okay, so we'll skip that.
We're
Just
done. Don't worry
show
about
the
that.
next thing, and then we'll go to Noble Dragon. Are you not entertained?
That's some crazy stuff, huh?
Okay, so it's gonna be awesome. That's all we're gonna say about it for right now. Everything that we're willing to say is in that video. Nothing on dates yet, but as you know, Easter is in April, so
Figure it out.
yeah, that should be clue enough. One note I will make was that everything that you saw in there, that's concept art. Those are not the final eggs.
They
Those
were
are not
sketches.
Yeah. So
pencil.
yeah. So don't read too much into them.
But let us know in the chat what you think the egg hunt is about this year. Go crazy. What do you think about the eggs?
What kind of
Dissect
eggs
each
do
one of
you
them.
want to see? What eggs did we miss last year? This is going to be huge. So we'd like to hear your input.
Right on.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, so what are we doing? We're switching over to a little bit of gameplay.
We're gonna play some games now.
Yeah.
It's what Andrew and I do. We play games. We
So-
play games and stare at this camera.
Yeah.
Technically, you watch people.
We're gonna bring on Noble Dragon after a really quick break. Hopefully less than a minute once again. So we will be.
We got to set up the computer. There's all this technical
Magic
stuff.
is gonna
How does
happen.
that happen?
Magic.
Andrew's beard must activate and make sure that everything happens.
All right. We'll be back.
See you in a bit. Hello!
What's up?
It's Saturday! Yay! As always, to end...
That was so enthusiastic.
that was really bad. As always, to end our Bloxcast, I am here with you. My name is Jack Smirking Revenge. This is Blockhawk. We like to talk to the camera and play video games with awesome Roblox admins. And speaking of that, Noble Dragon's here.
Wow, I guess I made the awesome category?
You are totally awesome, and we thought we would keep within the Bloxcast tradition. I mean, we did our first playtest many moons ago on the other side of the room with no lights. Like, look how crazy this is.
Back in the day.
Back in the
month
day.
ago.
So, as always, I will be going through the Twitch chat and reading back comments to you because you guys are amusing. And Noble Dragon will be playing video games.
Okay.
We have just been told to do this. Screen me. How are we looking? Better? Okay. He writes notes in red ink, and we have to like squint to
Which
read them.
I know we always think we're fooling you guys, but when we immediately stop and like
Yeah. We're
the
just like,
distance, that's when he's showing us a note.
yeah. And if you watched last week's Next Level, I had to read a note that Noble Dragon here wrote.
Oh, yeah.
That said, the only thing I could read was, "I'm going to attack you." I couldn't read the rest. So at the end of the episode, here, let's take a look.
Hey,
This
look
is
at
the
it.
note that
That's
Noble
my-
Dragon put up.
Gorgeous artist handwriting.
What else is on here? Is there
Just
anything
throwing
else?
it out
Is there
there.
anything incriminating?
Alan,
Uh,
after.
Yes, there's some incriminating stuff on there.
Okay, don't point it directly at the camera, but it's hard to read. It says, "At the end, I'm going to attack and drag you out." I only read the word attack, and then he literally attacked me.
You guys should definitely go back and watch that. It was last week's episode in the Next Level. Go to YouTube or later on.
Just
Don't
fast forward.
Don't leave us. But later on, go watch the end of.
Fast forward through the whole thing, the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, he beasted me, dude. He just
So good,
He
though.
lifted me out of my chair.
I had no idea it was coming. I didn't see the note at all. I couldn't read a word on it. So.
Kind of a hand. It's kind of how I roll. Like,
Yeah. What are you gonna do today? You're gonna like backflip off the couch and. I don't know.
You should just pick me
So-
up and take me over your
I'm
head and
surprising
throw
I'm not
me at the
nimble.
camera.
Can you guys make some recommendations as to what Bob should do to exit this today's Bloxcast, please?
And I am
Thank you.
I'm all for being thrown at the camera. Like
Maybe-
that would cut the feed and like the episode would be over.
Or a table flip. A table flip.
The
a
rage
table flip.
table.
Yeah, rage
We take
table.
out Michael
Screamy,
Screamy,
yeah.
our video guy back there.
Screen me will turn into Scream Me.
Screamy.
We
And then we'll all lose our job because we broke $1,000 of equipment.
we've gotten
That's
totally
being generous.
out of hand.
maybe
generous.
$1,000, $1,000.
It looks good, okay, people? Like, what more could you want? All right,
We done
this
good.
is the best that you're gonna.
Okay, so
All right, yeah.
what are we looking at here for games?
So first I got Skybound, and I already forgot who made it.
Imaginary.
There you go. He was on. You had him in here with John.
He was on
right?
the last Bloxcast, actually.
Yeah.
He came into the office. We
He's
talked to
he's a
him.
bright kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, super
So
cool.
I love this game. It's like super awesome and beautiful.
Wait,
I'm
there's a
standing
planet?
outside my ship.
There's
yeah,
a planet?
there are
Yeah, that's
islands.
new.
There are
There's islands
islands.
now.
Oh, I've never
here.
seen that island, that particular. You can see on our image here, I bought an island, but it's not.
This
amazing
this
with,
one
like,
doesn't
terrain.
move. This one is always here.
But somebody
Is that
owns
like
it?
the central island?
This is just a central island.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go try
Okay.
and jack this guy's ship though.
Yeah. Okay, so can you do a quick overview? Like, what's the point of this game? Because
So
it's very open-ended, right?
the game doesn't really have a point per se. I mean, you can. There are. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. Balloons.
Nice!
Oh man, that was
Oh, nice. He's like on the ground.
dope.
Oh, it's like a house ship. I'm gonna go steal this house ship.
That was one of the best maneuvers we've
Oh,
had
you
for
got the
this
Hawkward, dude.
stream before.
Yeah.
I got the Hawkward too.
I got the Hawkward and I got the antennas, which is actually the
Nice.
digital prize for our commercial contest.
Commercials.
I noticed that question come up in the Q&A. We've awarded the
look, I
commercial
can find
contest
this.
winners whose commercials we've have aired. The rest, that we're going to award the prize as we go along.
Yeah,
we want
like-
suspense and surprise and,
And we want you to watch every week. Sorry.
mostly that.
Right.
Yeah, you know. So.
I had a lot of fun judging those though. Like to me, that's been fun.
No, Bob and I were like in there just laughing hysterically loudly, and everyone was giving us weird looks, but it was because we were watching all of your wonderful commercial entries,
Yeah, I did blood effects,
which
too,
we
Yeah.
really enjoyed.
which are kind of fun.
It's nice to have feedback
I just
to know
cut
that
down
you're
that
doing
new-
something. Cut them down.
Those antlers are cool. I don't think I've put mine on yet.
I like that they're sort of subtle.
They're made out of antenna, is
Yeah.
the idea, right?
Yeah, that's what we were going for.
I remember when Bright Eyes
That's cool.
was showing me, there were like mock-ups. Like there were actual mock-ups for these things. You know, like artists go out and make like 4 or 5 different.
I mean, we got to
versions.
return the favor for all the hard work put into the commercials, huh? I suppose.
Exactly. So this is a nice custom piece of awesomeness.
And
you can
only,
earn.
no more than 30 people maybe will ever have it.
We'll ever
so
have them. So
You got to feel good about that, winners.
I do feel
We got
good.
plenty more to come, so.
yeah,
That guy's got a gold
we have a
medal.
lot of commercials lined up.
And the
waiting for
lame-
you.
This huge island changes this game because it adds land, basically. Whereas
add land.
normally you're in a ship in the sky
And
over
you're
nothing.
restricted
Yeah.
primarily there.
You can
There's-
only get on other people's ships or their small islands. Leaf blower, is that what that is?
Okay,
There's a
so
leaf blower,
we're
yeah,
getting
there's
comments
balloons.
about Bob's exit strategy, and
Okay.
the big one seems to be the table flip.
Okay.
In addition, there are very interesting pictures of people
Scout
flipping.
out the
stuff.
I think I can work this out.
Can we not have the computer on the table when he flips it? Like, just because.
Can we do a slow motion flip?
And we can react in slow motion.
Yeah.
We can be like, what?
Maybe, and then it comes, so the table gets about this far. All right.
I do want my own rage table.
Yeah.
You
Everybody
should
should
have-
have one.
Everybody
Yeah,
should
exactly.
have one. So I can't get in that ship. The guy's locked it down pretty
Okay.
good.
This looks cool. A lot of cool lights.
Oddly, it says that Bob should ride off on a wrecking ball.
What was that?
I came in like a wreck. Oh wait,
You just
go
started
out
singing.
like a-
You gotta go out on a wrecking
No.
ball. Chief Justice says no.
Chief Justice says
We are
no.
That
not
was
allowed.
a smart time to put the hammer down and.
Trent Jones, thank you for
Crushed
clarifying.
dreams.
Just for anybody who's wondering, because I don't know why he's reminding everybody of who we are, I am Jack Smirking Revenge, this is Noble Dragon, and that's Blockhawk, so there is no confusion.
oh nice.
Brad is shaking his, or Chief Justice is shaking his head because he wants us to be known
Oh, I got off.
heretofore as Beard and Alien. But I refuse.
That's BA.
That is not BA.
It is BA.
Yours is BA, mine's not BA.
No, it's
You're
literally
BA together.
Now everybody's just saying Wrecking Ball.
Okay. Well, you know.
We don't have a wrecking ball. I mean, things have gotten substantially better here, like in terms of like what we're able to do on camera, but we do not have access yet to a wrecking ball.
I
That'd
think
be
it could
so
be
cool
worked
if
out.
we could get one to.
Just to swing through,
through, yeah.
like right in front of us.
I can picture it.
So have you played this game much? Like, I
I've
haven't been
spent
able to.
some time in
like,
here.
I've gotten the other islands, like the Game Pass ones, but they're not really combat based.
You know what I really like about this game that like really makes things more transparent that I think more games should do? this simple like control pattern in the bottom right hand corner. Because like when you come in the game, you're like, how do I zoom out? How do I do this? And it's just like, boom, this is every button that you could press in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of Roblox games could benefit from something like that.
I think what they should definitely do is kind of have like a starter place where it teaches you without having to put it on the screen. Because like ideally you would have no interface and you would just know what you're doing. So like I think this is good. This is smart because if you go in here and you haven't read the game description, you would have no idea.
Yeah, and it's kind of confusing at first. You know. But
so I mean, it's definitely a good tactic.
Or you can utilize our new games feature that have games within games, very much like the Hunger Games Catching Fire does. And you can create a training place.
Yeah, you could have a training grounds that people have to make it through before they actually get into the game, and that way everyone's gonna go in knowing
nobody's a noob.
No more nubs.
No more nubs. We don't want nubs.
So, are you plundering a ship right now? Like that's I think that's one of the most fun things to do is run and land in someone else's ship and take it. Oh, who got you? Who is it? We got
Vanaz.
Did you just get killed?
Vanaz.
Yep.
Shout out.
I mean, bloxed.
I get killed a lot.
This is a challenging game.
Let's see. I have some of the other ones that are kind of awesome.
I love when you're like zoomed out and you see somebody with their little balloon pack just like floating onto your ship.
Just a little dot,
it's so
pixel
malicious
in the distance.
You're just like, oh my god.
So I think this is the one that's kind of based off of Up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Terminator Killer says, I came in like a noble dragon. So clearly you guys are getting the joke. All right.
Now I just have to wonder how I come in. A great ball of fire, probably.
Yeah.
Dude, you look different every time. You really change your clothes.
I'm really excited about the egg hunt for a couple of reasons. First off, it's however many more hats.
Right.
Free hats.
Hats are awesome.
I'm a little bit obsessive when it comes to like contests and stuff. So I was one of the people who completed the entire
Witching Hour?
Witching Hour. I got all the block skins.
Are you serious? You finished that?
I finished it.
And you beat Hilda?
I beat Hilda. Broomhilda.
Blocks Hilda.
Blocks Hilda. Oops.
Come on, guys.
Please don't fire me.
Patent pending.
This is so, like, this game is, like, awesome just because of this right here.
I feel like I'm burning that
flying around in your house.
Over an island that's also floating in the clouds. All right.
I feel like he made the clouds look different now, too. They look a lot more bloxy. So he's recently made a lot of updates to this game, and it's actually...
Here we go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
No.
Do not let him infiltrate. Unless
You
he wants
cannot
to
have
team
my
up.
house.
Uh-oh.
I can't see. Oh, I got
There
it.
you go.
Got him. No, stand over his corpse. Smote him.
He's been smoted.
He's
Out of
smoted,
existence.
okay, yeah.
Removed.
I wonder if that's his ship.
That
thing is huge,
if he took
and
the
I
leaf
want
blower
it.
to it.
Forgetful Booba.
Okay.
Ask Bob, do you like coffee?
No, I hate coffee.
Who likes
Wait,
coffee?
I love coffee. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. That's a lie. I can't even hold it up.
Is there a button for that?
So we might have our sound.
Yeah, we've just been told that.
So let's do an Alt Tab. Oh, you got some fancy
have
tricks
sound
up
now?
your sleeve? Let me.
I mean, let's be transparent.
Go
We're talking
goofy
directly
style.
to our video guy. Do we have sound now?
We have sound.
Okay,
now?
the game has sound.
We forgot to unmute it.
Sorry about that.
I blame myself. Oh no, he's got C4. That stuff is brutal.
What? There's C4 in this game?
They'll stick to your face and then they'll launch you. It's not a good time.
No,
Like that. Usually like I get tossed off the edge.
We actually still don't have game sound, so we should probably...
This game doesn't actually have a lot of sound.
No, I know. I mean, that's totally fine, but we should probably get that.
Do a quick Alt Tab. Let's look and see if you're unmuted.
We gotta check.
You are not unmuted. That would be why.
Bam.
Game sound.
We now have game sound.
Maybe.
We don't know.
The game sound is
Can you
gonna-
guys tell that we
There
completely
it
make
is.
this up?
The
We make this up like as we go. We have no idea.
we had a very, well thought out, well organized plan of attack for the last transition, but we just forgot one thing, and now
no.
we look like fools.
Fools!
Tell us that we're okay.
I did it on purpose.
The audio though is going to become important in a couple games we play later.
Oh, he blew off my arm.
Your arm's missing, dude. So can you not attack?
You can't do anything. If you lose your right arm, you're done.
Okay, so Robloxians are all right-handed.
All right-handed.
Okay, I'm
We
a
are
lefty,
being
so I'm offended.
confirmed from all you guys. The sound is working. They're mentioning it in the chat.
Look, like
Thanks,
it says
guys.
number one.
Thanks.
Arm,
Could've let us know a
one-arm
little
crew.
sooner.
Hashtag
One-arm
one-arm crew.
I'm friend.
friend.
Uh-oh, I can still ride my leaf blower.
Nice.
Uh-oh, wait, come back here. Oh, crud.
Uh-oh. So you got a little crew.
Oh, I fell off.
It's okay. You need your
I'm out
hand
of
back.
fuel.
Oh.
How are you not dead? Oh, you landed on
Oh,
the
I
island.
landed on the island.
What a beast!
I did run into a glitch.
Dude, the texture on this water is BA. It's like a...
It's just, it's well lit.
Yeah.
So
it's
the
all
leaf
glowing.
blower is like, he fully made that on his own.
Can you just reset your character? So I want to see you like do some ship plundering before we move on.
Yeah.
Oh man, these comments are flying in.
I slowed it back down.
Did you? They're still moving.
The commenters don't
Very fast.
appreciate the slow.
They hate the slow.
But we have to do it so we
Hey,
can see
Paris
any of
Cookie
it.
says I'm left-handed though.
Boom!
He's a left-handed guy.
Hashtag left arm crew.
Hashtag lefty. Hashtag.
Hashtag lefties.
Half tag?
Hashtag.
It's not even worth a full
It's a new
hashtag.
thing.
It's not a whole
I mean, it's
tag.
only half of your, selection of hands and appendages.
Yeah, and like he was
Hashtag.
missing an arm, so it's relevant.
Yeah, we just made the hashtag a thing.
Yeah, you guys, whatever.
So this house actually doesn't have any guns. It kind of makes me sad.
Some of the houses have weapons. I thought you could only shoot your
The
own.
Flying Manor has weapons, and all the ships have weapons.
They
all
do?
have-
How
they
do
all
you fire
front-loaded
them?
cannons. It's E.
Oh my god, dude, this left-handed thing has gotten out of hand.
Yeah. Shout out to all the lefties.
We've got hashtag righties and half-tagged lefties, and they were flying in. So,
What if it's a double hashtag ambidextrity?
what if you're a righty and a lefty?
Whoa.
You're an ambidextrous.
Ambidextry. Another
Ambidextrity.
made-up word.
And we're getting hashtags on half-tag. This is becoming too much, so
You guys are awesome.
that's what we mean to say.
I just I love that it's like we say something and then it's like everyone just tries to blow that thing up.
Hashtag.
Yes.
It's being spelled
Hashtag.
many different ways.
We should slow that chat down to 0 and see if we can crash Twitch with half tags.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Hey, look, hashtag both. There you
Although
go.
if Twitch
you got
plays
the right
Pokemon
idea.
didn't. Another note from the note guy. That's why
streaming.
we all went like this.
What does that say? I can't even.
We have a lot of viewers.
Whoa!
If you guys are watching and you think other people would have fun watching this, you should tell all your friends to watch it. Just
Because we know you're online in one form or another. You're on Skype or you're on
take
Facebook.
one of your messages that you're gonna Twitch chat
and just send it. Just
tweet
be
it.
like, you should come and watch these dudes awkwardly play video games on a Saturday morning. Because well, who wouldn't want to do that?
Get him. Who's this guy?
Okay,
Who's red guy?
That guy he was part of my one-arm crew.
You're gonna not kill him just because he asked you to?
Because he's a half tag, dude.
No, it's
he's one-arm
sense of
crew.
security.
Oh, well,
Oh,
here
you're
we
just
go.
attacking him. All right.
You gotta play the joke, right? You gotta be like, yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, and he's gonna run.
And then totally murk you.
Don't you have a rocket launcher or something in this game?
Yeah, but there's so.
Is there a mutual respect where it's like, we need to do this?
This is
Mono a mono.
Mono a mono,
Sword to sword.
you don't
No
bring
weapons.
a gun to a knife fight.
Well, I mean, you can. But
There it is. It takes up half the screen. That's
Wow, I've never. That looks like a styrofoam texture.
I think that's
Right?
up close plastic in a lot of light. You see the texture a
Interesting.
lot when it's under a bright light.
It reminds me of a
Oh,
snow
that's
cone.
I'm gonna pull out the leaf blower and I'm gonna go back.
Here we
after
go.
this Shit. Oh,
Bob
maybe-
taking it to first
You
person too.
There we go. Nice. This is like the coolest game because just the weirdest stuff happens.
Yeah. And I also like games where you can immediately exit whatever you're
Yeah.
doing and just be like, I'm out.
I guess I'm gonna take my leaf blower out. So
So now we're plundering
Hi.
on the ship.
And also, if you decide to invite your friends to come watch this, you can also do us a huge favor and just follow us on Twitch.
there's a button
It's a
underneath the video
button.
player. It's like
And Twitter
right,
too.
I think it's.
That's not a
Let's see, I'm
button.
thinking it's right down there, or it's either way.
Oh, he opened
over
the
there.
door.
One of those two.
One of them says follow.
Half tag. Probably it's on the left, which
Did
is
you just say half tag?
half tag lefty.
Oh, half tag. Yeah, it's a little heart. You can click it.
Can you
and-
click the heart? Because I've experimented with that, and I don't think it's. I think that just shows the number of followers.
Okay, it's in or around the heart.
There is a purple follow button right beneath the video player. You should click it.
Oh man.
That way you'll get a notification if you want it when we go live again in the future. And plus it it helps us, supports us. So
And we
keeps us
plan on
going.
being live a lot. Because
You're gonna wanna know.
for some reason we just enjoy doing this.
Totally just jacked this guy's ship.
Oh yeah, is that why there are red lights flashing? Because it's somebody else's? Oh no, those are explosions.
Oh, that's
You're
that guy
getting blown
shooting
up.
me in the face.
Oh, this is a cool one. This is sort of a futuristic slash old school
I
steampunk
think
sort
I
of
should shoot him
vibe.
in the face.
I have never seen the word half-tag written so much. I think we started...
We have a battle going on right here.
Do we? Sorry, yeah, I should
Yeah.
focus on that.
So what's cool is I think you can blow other people like holes in their ships, and then you can enter.
So
into,
only certain ships. So like
Okay.
this one,
this
like
one is
these
armored.
can't break apart?
This battle isn't like eventually just they'll crash.
I see.
Oh no, he's coming in behind me.
I want to see a ship go down. When they go down in flames, it's so satisfying and fun to watch. Look out! Look out.
What was that?
That guy's trying to come in through the window.
He dove through the window and it just rejected him. Oh, there's a button. Silly guy.
Oh, I got stuck in the chair.
You know, you can pull off the
Oh,
word
I
silly.
got
Not a lot of people can say silly, but you...
Really?
Yeah.
Did
you
I
call-
just say it?
You just you called him a
You called
silly
him a
guy,
silly
and I
guy.
totally thought, like, yeah, that
I
makes sense.
don't even remember.
Andrew can say the word silly. Like,
So
if I
should
say
we,
silly, I'm like, he's silly. You know what I mean? Like,
Should we
J-Lo.
move on to something a little bit more?
We're moving.
Yeah, we can move.
Yeah.
Don't be silly. Just open the next game,
Don't do it.
you silly.
You're opening yourself up.
Silly dragon.
Stop feeding the trolls. Stop
All right.
feeding the trolls.
You didn't hear me say that.
Oh, they all heard
Silly.
it.
We're all silly.
It's there. It's on the internet.
Oh, so... Oh, wait, no, that's not a thing. Hawkward is already a thing, right?
Hogwarts, that's the hat I'm wearing.
Yeah, right,
We got
right.
music in this game. Oh, this is cool. It's like an old timey soundtrack in here.
I love how you're like the
Oh,
official
I died.
DJ at this point, and he's just like, hold on, I'm gonna put on my headphones and rock out every 20 seconds.
That was short-lived. Very old-timey, but it's cool.
I
Good-
should
good
it should
atmosphere.
get back in there. I think it's because I died.
I'm sorry, what? This is
BioBlock.
BioBlock.
If you guys are ever wondering what we're playing, just check out the screen, and you can search that on Roblox, and you can find the game.
You see how we did that? How we rigged the screen to like change while we...
Uh-oh.
How good.
Nice.
Oh, that was
Better
convenient.
are we getting at this? Do you enjoy it?
Oh, body parts are falling from the sky.
You gotta
It's
get
the
on that jet line,
apocalypse.
or whatever it's
Oh,
called.
I'm dead.
Once you're out of the battle though, we should like maybe zoom out or maybe just have a look
You
around.
can't zoom out.
This to me
It
is one of the
locks
most beautiful games on Roblox. Like the map itself.
Just ride the hook lines around, and you can see nice views. That's one of the coolest parts of this game.
And the floating clouds. I love the floating clouds.
So have you guys played Bioshock?
Yes, I have.
He did a very good job.
I haven't played the newest one, but I've seen enough video and.
Andrew only plays old video games. That's
Well, at
what
this,
I realized.
it's weird. I play Roblox and I play like a lot of Nintendo games, original NES. I don't know.
It's like, why? There's PlayStation 4's out, you know?
I just bought one of those
Roblox is out.
last night.
I
actually.
like the simplicity. They're so simple, and like the good ones are so well done because they had so little to work with that they had to be perfect, like mechanically. Like
Yeah,
Punch Out,
that's
you play
true.
Punch Out for NES. That game, it doesn't matter how bad the graphics are when you knock somebody out.
No, but
that's
that's
the most
the thing.
satisfying feeling. It's up there with Murder Mystery.
It does
Murdering.
matter how bad the graphics are.
I mean, to some extent. But think about mobile games. Mobile games are where it's all at right now. In terms
Yeah,
of, like,
but-
that's sort of the way the business is going because there's such a market.
That's
there.
like the way the consumer business is going, but there are also like gaming enthusiasts, right?
Oh, yeah.
and that's like I got.
But gaming
picked up
enthusiasts,
Infamous yesterday. It's amazing.
I think you can
I got that one
appreciate
too.
both.
I haven't played it yet.
I'm soaring through the city with jets on my hands. Like,
Oh, that guy.
let's see Super Punch Out do that. It's not gonna happen.
It might not happen, but it doesn't need to happen. That's
So,
the thing.
hey, we're actually having a conversation about gaming right now. I wonder if anybody is going to chime in with their thoughts.
You guys play games? We'd like to hear your favorites. Favorite games. Favorite game, maybe modern
Would you
games,
rather play
favorite old school
PS4
games.
or the original Nintendo? I really want to know.
Defend
So-
me, guys.
So I went to GDC on Thursday.
Oh yeah, how's
a
that?
lot of the indie games are back to 16-bit.
Yeah, that's I
Like,
know
It's
that.
an
huge.
aesthetic. It's a thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's
Plus, it's easier for an indie game studio to tackle simple aesthetic than it would be because they're
Right.
small teams, they're small crews, they only have so many resources. So like, I think there's just room for everything, really.
Well, I mean, I feel like with the 8 or 16-bit thing, it's kind of like a gamble, right? Like it's either gonna work or it's not. But like most of the time when you use it as aesthetic, like for example, one of my favorite games of 2012 was Super Meat Boy. And I played a lot of games that year, but Super Meat Boy was this, 8, 16-bit aesthetic sort of blocky game, but the challenge was there.
Yeah,
it was that old school platforming challenge. Where
It
you have
probably
to get,
played perfectly because
It
it's
did.
all about responsiveness and
Right.
reaction. So like it doesn't need to be more, but
it was all about timing jumps, sprinting at the right speed, like getting through these really insane obstacle courses. But yeah, so I acknowledge this the thing. But at the same time, okay, so we're getting PS4,
Guys.
Roblox and Nintendo,
Yeah, thank you.
PS1, GTA 5, Xbox sucks,
True story, bro.
Uncharted 3, Minecraft, Oh, I'm not allowed. Man, why did I say that?
No, it's fine. It's out there.
Yeah, whatever. You guys
It's a
play
legit
Minecraft.
product.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's totally two totally different things.
I know, but you know,
We're better.
not
Guys.
No, but I was seriously at GDC, like thinking like Roblox players do this better.
So when I was at GDC, I didn't go this year, but I went in 2013. There's a game on Steam called Starforge, and I met the guys who were working on it because they were at their booth showing. It was one of the finalists in the indie games IGF. That guy noticed my shirt and he said, "Oh, Roblox! Like that's how I got started. That's where I, started making games." And now he has a game selling on Steam. It's an IGF.
Are you insinuating that we create game developers?
Oh, I think we already have. You guys, there's tons of great developers.
Some might say we create the next level.
In any
of
case-
game developers.
Yeah.
Wrong show.
Oh, son of a gun.
In any case, like that was cool because that guy.
That is totally cool, and we love hearing stories about that. That's why, like, as often as possible, particularly with the developer exchange coming out, it's like, man, we are hearing the most awesome stories. Like, some of our top developers are putting down payments on cars, paying for their college educations, to go study computer science so they can eventually come work here, and thus the cycle is complete. Squinting a lot today? I don't know. Like,
Should we call you the squinty alien?
Squinty
hey,
alien?
out of my face, homie.
So one thing about this game, like totally changing subjects, is that I felt like the guns are kind of underpowered. It takes a lot of shots.
yeah, I remember you saying that.
They're
actually,
really
back in the day.
inaccurate unless you're aiming down the sight. But
But
you're
it
moving
takes
really
like
slow.
it takes like
takes
10
like
to 15
15 bullets,
shots
yeah,
to
like-
connect before you take somebody out. But are you using your special powers with the
I don't
assaults?
think I
The
have.
plasma.
You
They're
got,
called
you have
plasmids.
to get plasmids. It's so fun because you can like shock somebody and freeze them in place and they can't do anything, and then that's when you pull out the weapon and.
Yeah, see, I don't have enough money because I don't actually take the time to get. The
Okay, you
money.
need
Is
to.
it
can you-
in-game currency?
You can
Can you
buy
buy 'em?
currency in this game.
Yeah, don't be cheap, dude.
So it's
Buy guns, buy
go
guns.
behind you.
and-
Go behind you.
I felt like
stuff.
when I said don't be cheap, I have a
Exchange
Filipino
Roblox?
friend,
There you
and his
go.
mom
There
is
you
always like, don't be cheap. That's what came to mind for some reason.
You.
Don't
Okay.
be cheap.
Do it.
All right. I'll just go for the big one.
It's only what 40 Robux.
Yeah, it's actually not
So
that
you get
bad.
1,000 points for that. Now you can go. I think you could earn those points by also doing well in the game.
You can find money. I noticed.
Yeah, you
like
can
if
pick
you
stuff
go and you look through the trash cans, you give you trash.
Just
You
like
get
in the
trash
actual
everywhere.
game, you just have to explore and like pick stuff
But
up.
also be like watching your back because there's people flying around everywhere.
watch your back.
Son,
Yeah, we're getting ghetto. You just seem fed up with us. I don't blame you.
I'm like, we're gonna get in trouble. Well, not really.
do do the,
So the
for,
default
for
one
less
first,
salts. I would just do the less salts. Well, now you got them both.
Are they the same?
How many points do you have?
They can't be the
I just
same.
bought 2,000.
No, this is the one you want because
We were
it's
terribly
going to use up your
confused. Can you
salts less quickly. So
Okay.
yeah, just exit out of here. Let's equip. Do you have to click on that and then equip?
Quit.
I think it's saying it's equipped.
Hey, you know what I was thinking I could try? I want to do a birthday shout out. Can we all say it at the same time?
Yes.
Like make it like super
can we?
special.
I don't know if we can.
No, I'm gonna count to
Do
three.
we want to sing?
No, I'm terrible.
So
at that.
hit number 2.
I have number 2.
Okay. Can you do what we?
No, but you have to
You gotta
ingest
check that.
it. There you go.
So now you're powered.
Damn.
Now when you see somebody, you want to
Whoa.
hit them with that, and then pull out your weapon and start shooting because that locks them in place. Get him. There we go.
Get him.
All right. It didn't. He might have caught it at the tail end of the.
You're out of salts. Oh, you got one more blast, and no.
So once you get the hang of that, then you start to become very powerful, and you can get a better weapon too, and it's very fun. Like that's the whole Bioshock.
Can you get
system.
something other than a pistol in this game? I know that
Oh,
there are
yeah,
a lot
there's-
of
there's
different
repeaters.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What's this?
Click this to be a handyman boss.
Oh, how much did that?
I already
10
own it.
Robux.
Oh,
So it's
I think I
maybe
just bought
not
it twice.
Maybe it's not the most powerful.
Hey, Bob, do me a favor and hit shift. Bam, there you go.
What is that?
What did I do?
He was in the weird mode. We need to disable that. Like,
Oh,
this has come out
yeah,
like
we have mouse
multiple
lock
times.
on this
Yeah.
computer.
Oh.
You can turn it off in the game options if you want. Okay, so get your.
So how do I become a handyman? So I take this shock jockey, I
Drink the
it,
plasmid.
Now you're powered up.
and I throw it.
You got it. It's short range, so let him
Dude,
get
look
it.
how like intrepid these players are. Like
Get
they
him now,
know
now.
exactly what's going on.
I thought I locked him down.
It should longer. It might be that you're far away.
I think it's just that you're like ridiculously underpowered. I think people who play this game are like experts at it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are.
They have,
definitely
like-
some. There's a core player base for this game.
Right, right.
Are we done?
So we should move on. I just feel like I'm getting destroyed there. I don't like
File
being
block.
destroyed. It makes me
I'm glad you guys got to watch us get ruined on camera, but
You're new to it. I would if you put some time
I
into
played
that.
it a
you
few
could-
times before, but
Yeah.
I'd never had the
you never use a plasmid
powers.
before.
I never go for the money. I just go for
That's
the
the
pistol.
best part.
You can tell that I was raised in the Halo generation because I'm just like pistols for the win.
Moving on. Hey.
Oh wait, didn't I say we wanted to say happy birthday at the same time?
yeah.
What was that?
We got
I don't want to
distracted.
forget about it. Oh my god, there's so many comments.
late.
It might be too
Happy
late.
birthday to whoever you are.
It was in all caps. This
Good
is,
luck.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Snowstorm 007. And then 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
And
Were
if
you
it's,
convincing?
if it's not your birthday, I'm gonna find out and return your gift.
We're not okay with that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do a chapter select since I've played this one kind of a lot.
Okay.
So we should probably start at the beginning.
What game are we playing? Sorry.
This is Dread.
So this one has got. I know this has some spooky music, which I was checking out earlier.
DJ Andrew coming in the mix. Okay, I don't know.
It's not that kind of
what
music.
was.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip the intro. His intro was kind of long.
Well, it's actually no. This is like a murder mystery sort of background music.
It's like ominous,
It's like
right?
a radio broadcast of a story.
And you can hear him breathing, right?
Let's talk about how good this game looks like. I mean,
I
just,
walked through my house and found a door.
Wait,
Just narrating your
doors?
experience to the music. So
Oh. I was like, is he actually saying that?
I
this is a
opened
ghost
the
handle?
door, and then I saw a loading screen. What's he doing? I don't get it. I'm doing a broadcast of this game as though it were on the radio.
It's a play-by-play.
Oh.
The music feels so fitting.
Who's the guy that did War of the Worlds?
You know when we can't hear
Yes.
Never mind.
Now
You know
I'm
you can
in
turn
a
that
cave.
off.
Okay, let me hear the music now. I want to know what you're talking about. It's not making sense to me.
The epic face.
Now I'm in a tunnel, shining a flashlight on a very strange-looking person.
I don't trust
Yeah,
him.
you're right. It
Video
really
game
does make you
lover.
want to narrate. I get it now. I didn't get it before, but I get it now. Okay, Espo says, "Hi, Noble Dragon. I was enjoying the stream, and when you talked about free hats, and I was wondering, it's gone."
Free hats.
Oh,
Okay,
I tried.
so I have an obsessive, compulsive behavior that when there's a contest, I have to get all of the things. All of them. So that's why I got all the block skins, I've gotten all the eggs in years past, and my goal is to get all the eggs this year. I believe Chief Justice actually beat me to all the bloxikins.
Did you actually get all the blocks?
That's hardcore.
You got every single one?
I did.
Dude,
I got
I got
5, I think.
But if there was one of me, I would have went out and got it because I want to be like Kip and put a little me on my shoulder. I think that's awesome.
That guy is so lucky. Should do you want to talk a bit about this game?
So this game is, I would say, the first really successful horror survival game.
And it's a WIP, right? Like,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they say it's 50% done.
right.
So
right.
It's definitely a work in progress.
Is this the game with the giant spider?
yes.
Yeah.
Spoilers,
Okay.
by the way.
Sorry.
So you click the notes. The notes tell a story. I read them all when I streamed this last time. I won't read them here.
Is it a good story? Like, is it scary or?
It's a little weird. It sets up the situation really well. So you wind up kind of like, and not to drop spoilers, but it's kind of like there's a giant spider in there, and I don't know that I want to go near it. Is
Yeah.
one of the notes.
When you see it, is it terrifying?
The spider?
Yeah.
Yeah. It made me jump.
It
every
made me
time.
jump the first couple times, I think.
Yeah.
So you're always looking for the keys. Like there's always something. It's
Are you sprinting, by the way? Are you holding
No.
shift? Man, your guy he's breathing.
he breathes. It's just that.
But he breathes a lot faster when you sprint, so you
Yeah.
can kind of tell when you're
and then if
tiring
you run out of breath, let's see if I can run out of sprint.
I mean, I'm no doctor, but I thought that when you run out of death, you die.
On a breath.
Breath. When you run out of breath, you're not.
If you run out of death, you're technically undead. You're like a superpowered lich.
I totally screwed that
Oh,
up.
it's the epic phase. He's like moving really slow.
It's so fun.
It's his epic walk. The epic phase has
strutting.
the epic walk.
He's strutting.
think.
Was that a level?
That's the level. That's the definition of a level.
So they
you got
start
through
out.
that actually really quick.
This is a good game, like as an example of kind of teaching players. It doesn't have to tell you anything. You just find stuff and you move on. It's very simple to begin with, and then it starts to get a little harder as you.
I actually had to go to the forums for help on this one.
Yeah.
Dude, you're hardcore, man.
Because I got stuck with the spiders.
Yeah.
Can you
I got stuck for a while.
beat the spiders?
Yeah, I beat that level. You have to.
I got through the spiders. Eventually, and then there's they don't go away ever.
Los
they come back.
Spidores. That's not Spanish. I made that up.
So
This
I
game is
actually
you gotta play this with audio. It's so much more.
you kind of do.
I mean, they technically are playing with
Yeah,
us
you can-
with audio. They can hear it.
I'm just saying, if when you guys go out and play this game,
Is this the spider?
Dread, you should play it with a pair of headphones on.
You should play it in the
Get
dark.
spooked. In the dark, yeah. We got all these
I
bright
played it in
lights
the
around
dark.
us. In the
Yeah.
dark, headphones.
Put a hoodie on, you know? Like, just be really...
yeah, I mean, protect
be,
your
like, super
backside
weird
and hover.
about it.
Under the blankets.
Play it at a bus stop.
Do
Under
you guys ever read
blankets.
Goosebumps?
Read it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that's kind of how I feel like this should be. That's a really weird hairdo.
Do you remember when Goosebumps
Jay.
changed format and, like, you could choose your ending? There were, like, different paths.
that
you could
was
take
after
through.
my time.
Oh, man. That's
I would've been-
insane.
I probably would have been so into that.
It was really weird.
I remember the choose your own adventure stuff, but
No, I think it was like reader beware, like you choose your scare.
You guys ever do-
Why? Okay, none of you probably know what I'm talking about because, I mean, there's no way they know
The word-
Goosebumps. Right?
I don't know,
I
man.
don't think that's a thing
no,
anymore.
Goosebumps is a show now, right?
There's a key.
No, it was a show in the 90s, I think. And Are You Afraid
They
of the
tried to
Dark?
make it a show. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So this is where I thought the spider was.
I mean, we can't leave until.
Are you in level 2?
I'm in level 3.
Level 3, yes. You.
That I remember this key specifically being like the bane of my existence. Like I was. Oh!
Oh, that is scary. Holy
And you should hear the sound. It's really good sound.
wow, that was.
We knew it was coming and it still scared us.
I didn't know it was coming.
I wonder what the logic is that he used to make that thing appear. Because
What noise is it making?
It's like this distorted ringing noise. It's like
Oh,
It kind of
man.
reminds me of the Slender.
Yeah, I think
like,
it's
but not
probably-
as high pitched.
similar to that.
That was a giant GD spider. I should stop abbreviating things.
Yeah, you should.
You can just say "gosh darn."
Gosh darn. That was a big gosh darn spider. That doesn't sound right. It just doesn't.
All right,
I
man.
wonder if we can catch our reaction.
I think
I think it happened already.
Yeah, I think it's already
Dang.
passed.
That is scary. OMFG. I jumped. That scared me. God, that scared me. That made me jump. I almost screamed. Jump scare. Okay, so. There's,
That's like one of the things that makes these games fun, right? It's like
Yeah.
the scare factor, the tension, and you never know what's gonna happen.
In theory, you can outrun the spider. I got trolled once.
Dude, I can't believe how many people
Can't
are
try
saying
and
that
figure
they're
this out.
scared.
You can outrun it.
You can sprint,
Oh.
and like if you can get tuck around a corner.
Sometimes I don't know. Depending on where it is, you can see it. I think without it noticing you. I'm not sure if that's true, but I recall that being.
Assassin Bobby, one of the few people who weren't scared, excuse us, tough guy, says, "You're a bunch of babies who ever got scared."
All
Alright,
this.
well, you know what? If
So-
giant spiders don't scare you, then maybe you should move to Australia.
Maybe you don't have.
Or South America.
Maybe you don't have feelings.
Yeah, maybe you're just dead inside. Alright?
Oh.
Calling
So
us babies?
I feel like with all these people piled up here, like that's just spider bait.
Oh, it totally is. You should use them. Like, hey, why don't you go first
Look.
for a little bit? You know your way around.
Go
You
forward,
you look
noob,
smart.
and prosper.
Iceberg49 asks, Alien, how many cows do you mutilate a day?
Why would
How
you?
many crop circles do you make a night?
That's really what I just spend all my time doing. Like, when I'm not here, I'm very specifically making very finely detailed crop circles in Andrew's backyard.
In Andrew's
For
backyard.
his roommates to find.
I have.
Do you have a backyard?
It doesn't have a lawn or anything, so I gotta check it out. I live at the front side of the house.
I've been
and
making it in the concrete with an iron skillet.
it's just taking a really long time.
I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Let's see, what else do we got here?
Where's the gate?
Landrew
I don't
U, which is Landrew, asks Andrew.
Left-handed Andrew.
There you go. What was
Half-tag
it?
lefty.
Half-tag lefty. Half-tag
We made
lefty.
it.
I found the door. Survived the
did it.
spiders.
We beat
Only
something.
one encounter with that.
But he was
Horrible
asking to see
spider.
your shirt. So do you want to just kind of...
Oh yeah. This is a
Roblox
Lua
t-shirt.
script
Yeah.
that essentially says staying inside and playing or like building and developing and playing on Roblox is cooler than like going outside.
Yeah, and it is.
Which
I mean, sorry.
We all appreciate the outdoors, but at the same time, it's like you got to show your pride for what you do. So like,
And if you want any of the shirts that you see, well, I can't say that you can get this shirt in the Roblox shop, but
Yeah,
no, actually, I don't think the Roblox shop is
oh, it's not
active
open
right now.
Right. So
It's
But-
a seasonal thing.
I think they sell it behind
But
the
there
blocks.
was there was an opportunity to buy them. It'll be back at some point, and also I think we have them available when people come into our office on Fridays, occasional Fridays for Behind the Blocks. So
yeah, you should come visit us.
if you
We had
want
a lot
to,
of fun. Like it's cool. Like
you can check it out. You go to blog.roblox.com, and that takes you to kind of our company website. You can click tour in the navigation bar at the top, and you can sign up to come in. There are the dates when we're open listed. We had somebody in yesterday from New York.
Yeah,
They're
people come
actually
from all over the place.
They were in town, and the username shout out was Retro Nonsense. This kid, this
that
guy,
name.
what?
It's a cool name.
Yeah, I said the same thing. So he's a really cool guy, and we chatted with him for a while. You get to play test and stuff, and
we basically
get
like
feedback.
it's very similar to this kind of like just
Yeah,
with a
it's
bigger
casual.
group. We just sit around, we play
See the
video
office.
games, we ask you questions. You get to meet everybody. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
question? Okay.
Another note that we
Oh, people are
Messaging.
half-tagging crop circle a lot. So
cool.
I never realized how ridiculously large those headphones were until I saw them fully on
Yeah.
your head.
I'm getting they good sound though.
They're humongous.
They're really nice. Are they Turtle Beaches?
They're
No, Steel Series.
Steel Series.
I don't know how I
so
know that.
there's kind of like a weird soundtrack here. It's not music anymore. It's like this distorted beat with like this whirring.
So I'm trying to start up
Mechanical
generators.
Okay,
So-
it fits the level.
So how did you escape this? Do you just escape? You just see the spider and you're like, oh no, no!
You just,
and
didn't,
you're
you just
out?
didn't see the spider the second
I didn't
time.
see the spider the second time.
Oh, okay.
I assume he ate the two noobs.
But you can't
that were
fight
in
him.
there and let him go.
No, you gotta just.
You have no
avoid it.
weapons.
You can't fight a giant spider.
I'm kind of hoping that we can get. I think it's the next level. That something
Another great
cool
show
shows
plug.
up.
Andre2233 says the middle guy has swag.
Oh, nice.
Appreciate
Cap.
that.
He really does, dude. There's no
I appreciate that.
substitution for no.
Does anybody really know what that means though? I mean,
Secretly, we're goats.
okay.
You just abbreviate it.
I don't know how you can have that, but
Mind equals
you have it.
blood.
So it's actually been a pretty large topic on our forums. of
Like, what does swag mean?
means.
Of course.
Some of it's a pro, some of it's in a pro.
Deep
but
discussions of the Roblox forums. That would be a great series. Just like a single quote that's just like a quote of somebody's forum post. It's like, swag is what?
Secret.
Secretly, we are all goats.
we're goats.
Username end.
Yeah, and we're just like, it would cut back to us and we'd be like profoundly thinking about it. You know what I mean?
What do you guys think?
Don't tell us what you think. Okay, tell us what you think.
Too late.
It's fine.
It's already done.
I love Roblox. Oh yeah, hashtag Noble Dragon Roar.
Rar?
That, come on.
Rar?
The noble dragon roar.
I don't know.
No, you know what? It's gotta come in the moment, and you can blame.
He will roar at some point during
You
this.
can blame Screamy, because like I roared at the next level last time, and he cut me off.
Princess Sarah, for you, asked, did they announce any Blocks Hunt things?
Blocks
You're late.
Blocks hunt or egg hunt?
Well, that's what she's talking about, but you're late. You were supposed to be here for the whole thing.
But
10 o'clock in the morning is completely reasonable.
This stream will be archived, just to be clear.
Maybe just
you'll be
here
able
for
to
one.
watch it in like an hour after we're finished or less. So don't worry, you'll see it.
Yeah,
Short answer is
but
yes.
Short answer is yes.
Be punctual. Make it to events on time.
Short answer is yes, but we're not gonna tell you now. I'm lost. Like I can't.
Okay.
I'm going in circles.
Well, do you
Swag
want to
equals
keep going here? Or?
Some walruses are gorgeous.
I mean, yeah, they can
that
be
works.
beautiful creatures.
Keep them coming. I mean, like, walruses
Do
can
you
be
want to
So
Sorry,
the
do you want
next
to keep
level,
doing more Dread, or
I'm trying to get just the next level shows. I think it's the next level has the.
so many show plugs for the next level?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so the level that comes after this.
that's the only thing I hear when you say that is, oh.
Hey, if you guys are watching, follow us. Click the follow button below, number 1. But that way, you'll be less likely to be late for the next level, which is our weekly during the week show. That'll be on Wednesday this coming week, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern.
10 p.m.
9 p.m.
GMT.
9 p.m. GMT, which is London.
You get to see me and this guy.
We'll be
And,
back.
Like, whoever, some other guy that works here.
Or gal.
Or gal. Did you say gal?
Why not?
Guy or gal. And yeah, it's a great show.
Oh, okay.
We sit here, we play video games.
It's just pretty much just this.
It's this.
I think I lied. It's not this level.
Except there's a nifty like theme song. We didn't get to do that today.
Nifty.
Alright,
So is that your new theme song? Because we should have some like techno alien in the background. Okay, so it's not this level.
Okay,
So
should we be done?
we should probably move on. Oh, so this game.
moving on.
That was Dread, and it
Dread.
was dreadful, so you should play it.
How do you say? Is it
God,
pyro?
that music is still playing in the background. It's so haunting. But it's okay.
What? Did he not close Roblox?
Just minimize.
No.
All right, let's go. Freeze attack. Boom.
Boom!
Freeze attack. So is that
So-
pyrolysis? How do
Yeah,
you
sure.
say that?
I don't know.
So I probably just butchered your username. I think it's
No,
pyrolysis.
it's pyrolysis.
pyrolysis.
Yeah.
okay, so everyone's coming in right now. There's very few people here. This is a brand new game. It's not
Oh, look,
well known. It's
he's here.
2,500 visits. The creator is here.
And the creator's in the game!
Did he know we were going to be playing this?
I didn't tell him.
Oh, all right. Well, we are here live streaming Freeze Attack with the creator, just randomly in here.
Did you hit the board early? So it's been up on the back for a while?
No, I just did it. I did that sneaky. No one even noticed. I don't need this.
I did because I can see what he's doing. I can see everything, but
can't.
you can't see what I see. Yeah. Assassin Bobby says, Alan, can you convince the admins to add a bacon egg to the Easter egg hunt? I mean, what's better than bacon
That
and
just
eggs?
made me
right?
so hungry.
I know, we're starving. You know what we did instead of eating breakfast?
We came here. On a Saturday. You should have brought breakfast for the crew.
You should have brought breakfast. That's actually 2 words.
You could have brought us bacon eggs.
Brought breakfast. I will work on talking to Terabyte
Oh, I
about
got stuff.
possibly including a bacon egg, but I can make no assurances,
Oh.
sadly.
No,
I
dragon.
fell through.
Someone else did too.
I thought that was ground. I did not think I could die there. Oh, is it last man out? That's
A shame. This is Freeze Attack is a very simple game with a bunch of maps that I think were made by other builders.
Simple, but a lot of fun.
No, it's really fun. It's basically freeze tag with lasers that have kind of like an arcing, physically
Right,
simulated
yeah.
trajectory, which is not normal for a laser, but it adds something to the game. A lot of cool like verticality in some of the maps, and it's just a really nice.
Not to mention,
fun game.
there are no guns. You emit the laser from your body.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
see.
BA.
BA pyrolysis.
Pyrolysis.
we played this for like an hour yesterday,
Yeah.
and then I went back and I played like 3 hours last night.
Really? So you're
So
probably also
hopefully I'm okay.
pretty skillful.
The physics, like I'm still getting used to it, especially when you play other games.
Yeah. It's hard to switch back and forth.
The conversation has shifted to bacon.
Bacon.
Shout out to Bacon.
We love you.
Props to Bacon.
Bacon is good. You guys seem to really enjoy bacon. So.
Oh, the lobby obstacles. This wasn't here before, was it?
It was actually.
K-Drox2 says, Roblox idea. Would you
Oh.
think of making a chocolate egg that hatches into a chocolate bunny? Yeah, I mean, we'll look into that. That's-
I think the eggs are, they're already pretty far along. I'm not going to say anything about it, but like there's a number of eggs that are, they're in the works right now. So
What would you say if you asked somebody for a lot of eggs? You'd be like, please,
I'm trying to think of what this is going to.
I egg of you. Boom!
Really?
Boom!
Really?
Okay.
Really?
Come on. What'd you guys think? That was the best one I got today. I'm slow, I'm groggy.
Unfreeze your teammate. No,
I'm working on it.
Perfectly good joke.
Should be coming in any minute now. Bacon is awesome. Bacon is awesome.
You guys
Hashtag
are
bacon.
crushing. How have you not won
That's
already?
so weird.
So wait,
I don't know what's
Andrew,
going
how do
on.
you unfreeze people? Because I don't
Shift
think
click.
Oh, you
Shift
have to
click,
shift.
yeah.
Okay. I was trying to do that.
Oh, I keep mouse locking.
They thought it was funny.
All right, here.
They thought it was
Go into your
funny.
game settings, hit escape, turn it off. We'll turn off mouse lock. Right No. Game settings?
You mean right meow?
Right now. And then...
Right meow.
Classic. Classic. Good old classic.
Which is what you are,
Which is,
Noble.
I guess I'm just old school.
Oh, this guy says this game is so BA, Ken.
I like that.
It's definitely better than the egg pun.
You might want to check the blue team spawn area because I have a feeling there's somebody who's AFK.
AFK on the stream!
Preventing the round from ending. Like, it's probably the developer of the game.
Oh, wait, it's over here.
I like that they're all still talking. That's so funny. What are they saying?
I don't know, I can't...
Hi, Noble. I noticed in this
hanging
game,
out.
it's always like complete ponage. There's no close matches. Like one
Yeah.
team is always dominating the other team.
It's whatever team Noble Dragon is on.
You're BA, dude.
I have that effect. I bring out the best in people. Like, I'm not all that great, but I always get good teams.
I'll give yourself some credit. I think you're great.
Hypnosius asked, will there be any more information about Egg Hunt in this stream? No.
No.
Like, and we're sorry, but
And you're just to be clear, you're probably gonna have to wait a little bit for the next round, but there will be more, obviously.
about the whens and wheres, and the whens would probably be around Easter if you think about it, maybe. But check out the concept art. We got some really cool sketches of some really cool eggs.
Once this thing is archived, you can pause that video every second and look closer.
Just drink it all in, man.
Yeah.
Zoom in, like figure it all out, But
Take screenshots and import them into MS Paint and like do a high level zoom.
there's a little glowing egg at the end with a question mark in it, and there's little particle effects like coming down. And we were like, wow, we're getting like super better at this video stuff, but we're not. It's
Well, there's
screamy.
still so much time for them to put more in there.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not till the end of April, right? So.
Oh, we're not. I mean,
We don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
Well,
scheduled.
Easter's not till the end of April.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but I mean, this could be in December.
Why do people do that?
I don't know. That's like the new sort of like attention. Give me attention. Look at me. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so that answers your question. When this video is archived, which will be shortly after this stream, make sure and rewind about halfway. You could check out some of the concept art that we posted about the Easter egg hunt. That is coming up, but that is all we're ready to say. But that being said, please continue to watch because we appreciate keeping this company.
A good pro tip for this level is to go up on the structure because you can actually get up if you do a nice jump around the edge, and then nobody notices you. Oh, someone's already up there. I've been beat to
Well,
the
I mean,
punch.
he seems to just know the pro tip.
You have to maybe get up on that one. One of the other two.
Oh.
I think because they're angled down at the
Fear
top.
me, I am lag. Roblox says, can you announce all of the commercial contest winners? No.
One at a time. Well, two at a time.
Two at a time.
We didn't even show any
just-
today, did we?
Do we have any?
We got two commercials.
We have two
Should we take a
commercials.
break? Commercial
Let's
break?
Take a break.
Hey, thanks for bringing that
I
up.
think this one has my favorite. This one has my
Okay.
personal favorite.
This Bloxcast was brought to you by the following.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
Hey you, wanna make a deal?
No! Bad alien. For you. Oh, that was way more than a 3 second roll.
What do you guys think of the commercials? Pretty PA, right? Yeah.
So gross. You're so rude. You are such an alien.
Oh,
So-
wait. We've moved on, huh?
So we moved on.
Where are we now?
So this is actually the Innovation HQ. It's not really a game per se, but it's like a building experiment done with a personal build server, and then they went through and they added scripts. It's done by Mad Attack and the crew at Innovation.
So that's a group.
That's a big group. It's kind of I would say they rival Pinewood, like Diddle Shots Pinewood. Kind of the same theory. This is kind of what I'm in. Like, I know fantasy is kind of the big one, but I'm a sci-fi nerd.
Yeah.
You know, you get your indoor forest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this place is awesome.
How do they do that? Innovation.
Innovation
Is the
magic.
This is a Pinewood Village Club, right?
No, this is innovation.
Oh.
Don't mix them up. Don't mix them up. They're kind of.
I couldn't hear what you were saying because I was eating chips.
Oh well, that's what you get for eating chips, and that's why I told you no. So I was told that I would get a statue in here because I'm part of this group.
Oh, really?
But it didn't happen. I'm a little upset.
But it's not finished yet, right? They're still.
I think they're still working on it. I think they've got 2 more levels to build. 2 more floors. I think the
Are you heading up to the next level right now?
Yeah. Oh.
Show plug.
Vermilion says. Vermilion says, when will there be more group features and when will group dynamics come back? So, I don't think we're ready to say anything official about this, but one of the things that we're considering doing, we're going to be upping the amount of video content that we're doing every week. And I think one of the things that we want to do is maybe do something that focuses on groups, because it's definitely a big part of Roblox. We're just trying to figure out what exactly that is. So
We're particularly interested in the sort of the clan battle side of things, because they're like competitive gaming on Twitch is a big thing, and there's definitely a lot of competitive gaming going on in Roblox. And I think with some of the features that are going to be coming in the future that are going to make it a little more formalized,
future features
help us do better, more group activity on Twitch. And I will say though, like, we're not doing it right now, and there is a huge opportunity to make it happen there for you guys.
It's like some of the biggest Twitch casts we actually saw were just clan battles.
Yeah, there's
people were just broadcasting them, and
the Roblox Clan League has a channel, and they broadcast on some weekends, and they pull in over 100, 150 viewers on some of the clan battles. So it's like there's a demand for it. You guys should. If you're thinking about streaming, that's a good place to consider starting.
Another clan too that does a lot of really cool things is the Republic of Italia. Every time they have a meeting, it's streaming on Twitch, and he gives like these big epic speeches, like to his group. It's a huge group. So
have you seen their ads? Their
good
ads
question.
Are pretty hilarious.
Awesome ads. We're thinking about how we're gonna do it, but we just don't know.
I have
exactly
a hyper laser. That's a dangerous thing to give me. I'm just gonna. Oh, no textures.
Poor guy. How?
Oh, it doesn't actually do anything.
Nope, sure doesn't.
Boodhauser says, question, Alan, last time you said you always wear socks. What socks are you wearing now? Dude, are we really doing this again?
Why are we talking about your feet?
It's just socks. They're the same. I'm not gonna address socks anymore. Okay, they're always just.
That's what you always say.
That's
and
what
then
you
it'll
always
come
say.
up again. Oh, there's a train here. I wonder if this train goes anywhere. So
Is there
I
anything
talked
to do in this game? Or
So I
whatever
think
you
it's still
wanna
a work in progress, and I think it's eventually like they're gonna use the universe feature.
call it? Okay.
Oh, I just fell through the train.
I was just gonna say, yesterday there's a spot on the first floor where you can basically have someone go into like a test chamber, and you can like run experiments on them, and eventually they like lose their
They explode.
character, and they like turn into a blue thing with all of their limbs spinning in 180-degree circles.
It's,
360-degree circles.
I think it's a rehash of the zombieizer in the If you remember the labs. Am I on the bottom floor now? Death laser supply.
Probably.
Oh no, I'm not. Oh.
These
That
stairwells
thing.
could use some TLC. They're great.
A little bit of light.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
it's
just
like
light
sciencey,
would.
right?
Yeah, this place I would say like the number one thing I would do to make it really like pop would be
Shadows. And
shadows.
lighting. Yeah.
It's very gray, but
So
like,
it
the
started-
aesthetic is really cool.
It started as a personal build server, right? So you don't get your dynamic lighting. You're very limited.
Is that why? Oh,
I mean, they
didn't
have
know that.
there's
Interesting.
dynamic lighting.
Like so they're working on it.
Okay.
Like it's something that they're doing. Let's see if I'll step
Here it
in
is. Yeah. Put yourself at the chamber.
It's like a denogonizer or
These
something.
guys know, like they need to push.
Are you not gonna-
Oh, he's got the new Captain America Winter Soldier.
There we go.
Suit. When did we make that? That is BA.
We didn't make that. Somebody else made that.
Well, you should look at that guy. That's a suit from the Winter Soldier.
Can you go third person in this thing, or does it restrict your view?
It's because I'm in the.
You gotta watch yourself though. There, you gotta watch it.
I can't because I'm in the bubble.
Look, there you go.
Not touching.
So what does this do exactly?
Push
I
the
don't know.
button.
It just
If
turns
you're
you
watching,
into a-
push the button.
It turns into like a crazy blue monster with spinning limbs, spinning arms.
That's BA. I don't see that.
Maybe.
It's happening. It's happening. See, you're turning blue.
Sparkling.
OMG, Noble Dragon. Right? You only turned blue, but without the spinning.
Can I affect people? I still have my gun. Oh look, it got a texture.
Randall Bailey 7 says, no, wait, that's not him.
Oh, that thing?
Moving too
There
fast.
it is, yeah.
Collarhose88 asks,
Oh.
Noble Dragon, do you like cookies?
No, I do not like cookies.
Who is that? Let's go. Who is that? What's that guy's username?
He has no rotating limbs. What are you talking about? He just
What are you
looks-
talking
Look at
about?
this
They're
guy over
freaking
there.
out.
Oh,
What? Oh, do we
Who
gotta
is
get you
that?
some alien
Oh,
glasses?
he needs a shout out.
Ralda Pulse?
dude, that guy's BA. That's awesome.
Raj D Pulse?
Rad Pulse?
Or Raid Pulse?
Raid Pulse.
Raid
Pulse.
Shout out.
Way to go, man. It's a good
His
look
head
on
is
you.
spinning in his arms. That's so far my favorite thing about Innovation's new HQ.
I didn't even know that was in there. That's awesome.
So, we got one more.
One more. Let's do it. We're gonna wrap things up after this one, but
This
we
one's,
couldn't leave without some classic.
this one's
action.
super old school. This one
It's actually it's a
predates
new.
all of us.
It's a new game.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's.
I haven't even seen
it's
this.
Old school sort of gameplay.
New game, old school.
Because he's got water. You know,
What?
It has to be. No, he made this in like late
How do people,
2013.
yeah, I'm surprised people are already playing it.
Occasionally,
So
got some
what have we
people-
got here? We got terrain water. We got sand.
So this
updated
is a
textures.
wobbly
Okay.
brick battle. This, so it's brick battle, which I'm hoping my character will load. Oh, I have to click load character.
That's interesting.
It
Why
was a
would
GUI.
you?
But essentially,
Your walking animation is different.
If you go for it's
you wobble.
wobbly.
Oh,
You can actually
wobble.
you can turn on a wobble cam that makes your view pulsate like in and out.
Really?
The camera moves in and out. It seriously will make you feel sick after playing it for like 10 minutes.
this is awesome. I can't believe I haven't heard of this place.
oh,
And the level is
I killed
destructible, but it
myself.
regenerates over time. So like you'll see, pillars come rising back out of the ground. These things that you're next to here, and like geometry just regenerating. It's really pretty cool. And it's just chaos, which is kind of like
always fun.
that's kind of like what classic Roblox games were all about. It's a lot of just
I got
people
blocked.
battling in environments that someone else has made.
So I've also
So we're running out of time here. I'm going to try to get through as many of these as I can. Chewy100i says, will there be any Robux challenges given out on this broadcast? No, but tune in to...
Well, we already have one that's running right now.
One's going on right now.
I haven't seen a ton of submissions for it. A lot of epic moments have been like epic fails. We'd like to see some good runs, like some kill streaks in any game you want. Just crazy acrobatic maneuvers. Maybe.
But to specifically answer your question, like today in particular, no. We have a
Not
challenge
new
running
ones.
right now.
We've already got one. It
will
ends
let
on
you know. Wednesday.
end of day Tuesday,
Or, yeah.
and we stream on Wednesday next week.
oh, it's my awkward brother, and he offed me.
Let's see. Everybody's saying wobble, gobble, wobble.
Wobble
Lots of
gobble.
questions about my socks.
The water takes off your hats. I haven't figured that one
That
out.
is crazy. I think it's because if you have hats on, you'll sink. Because hats have weight, according to I mean, they do, of course, but Roblox physics account for all that kind of stuff, and hats.
Here, check this out. This is actually a good question. Could there be an egg that revolves around the concept of being a butterfly? I think that would be really neat. Like maybe you could have the detailed butterfly wings patterning it, and it could hatch later into some sort of insect.
That's a great idea.
That is a really cool idea. You're
Lots-
thinking outside
lots-
the box.
Lots of ideas. Outside the shell.
Blocky Berry wants to know, do you guys like Nutella?
Yes.
No, I'm
That's gross.
allergic to chocolate. Probably.
Really?
Yep, really.
You are an alien.
I know.
There ain't no way you're human.
This is the funniest looking. Okay, that'll
Oh no! Oh no! I'm stuck.
Seeing a hawk like with a human body battling with a sword while wobbling, I just realized is a really funny thing to see.
You just like that it's a hawk. Hawk.
I do. That helps.
Oh, that guy just destroyed
Caleb
us.
Diaz asks, guys, how do you make a stream less choppy?
You gotta
Have awesome
honestly
internet.
either turn down your resolution from if you're trying to stream 720p from a 1080p game. You might have to turn that down to like 480 or 360. You're gonna lose quality, but really you need to have
You need
a
some
pretty beefy,
hardware.
a decent computer at least.
So here, I'll take the roundabout answer. Here's the answer, okay? Develop an awesome game on Roblox, right? That gets millions of plays, and that earns you millions of Robux. And then use DevX and cash out those millions of Robux. Then you got like $1,000. Put that in your bank account, make another great game, and do that like 4 times, and then you can buy a supercomputer that'll last you for the next 10 years that will stream flawlessly. Was that the right answer?
It'll bring your stream to the next level.
It will.
Very nice.
That explanation was just ruined.
I know I said don't mix the streams. Like that was my whole argument, but
Well, we can
It's
plug the
plugged.
other one. We can plug it, but we don't.
Oh,
Trying to catch up here. There's got to be something that isn't ridiculous.
it's all ridiculous. The ridiculousness
What
of
did you
the
say in
Roblox
the article
community.
that you referred to what we do on the show as, what was it?
The nonsense.
Yeah. You're like, you can catch us on Twitch and listen to us talk about nonsense. I was like, that is accurate. That is exactly what we do.
Can we do some trampoline dancing? Some like
I think I broke it.
Oh, it'll it will regenerate, though.
Roblox asks, is Noble the real Slim Shady? I don't know.
Yes.
This actually, sorry, to plug the streaming challenge again, this would be a good place to get like an epic moment, because like a good epic moment would be like bouncing off the trampoline and like triple killing 3 people who
Like
are
in
beneath you or
midair?
something. Like that would be an epic moment. Like,
Exactly.
that would be a winner in my book.
Yeah. This is in our books.
It is.
His and ours.
So I think you guys went a little broad for that one.
Of course, yeah, we did.
We did
because
that on purpose, though.
Yeah.
I mean, just
it is broad, but it's not like we'll find a winner.
Well, there's always a winner.
All you got to do is stream your gameplay, and then once you have something cool happen, make a highlight of it.
Exactly.
Very simple.
Post it on Twitch. It's very simple. Very simple indeed.
No, I made it.
Can you talk about the egg hunt again? No, but you can watch the stream again.
When it's archived.
When it's archived.
Shortly after we're finished, which we'll be wrapping up pretty soon.
Exactly. Oh, and we should also say, it's not going to happen immediately, but very shortly there is a very informative and awesome article going up on the blog where we talked with Nicholas, guy who made Murder Mystery, and the question we asked is, how do you keep a game on the top of the games page for that long? It really is,
It's been up there for forever.
Yeah, and
I think
games
it's
come and go, but
the
that's
first
just
of its kind.
been there forever. So we actually got the chance to sit down and talk with him. And he's got a lot of good advice for any of you builders out there who are looking to make the
Oh, I
next
didn't
smash
die.
hit title.
I totally thought I was dead, and I just stood there and let him kill me.
Hate it
You
when
got
that
wobbly
happens.
cam on?
I thought I had wobbly cam.
Yeah, you do.
I
You see it like sort of.
It's kind of throwing me off.
It's totally throws you off. It's a disadvantage probably, but it's more fun for a little bit at least. All right, let's see some blocks.
I love
blocks
the wobbly walking. That is just
So
awesome.
funny. Nice.
Nice.
He didn't stand a chance. Neither does this guy. Rockets
And
versus
these guys
sword.
got
Rocket
rockets.
versus sword. Get him. He's reloading.
Oh, he's throwing.
He's building a wall.
He's throwing spears.
Oh.
You're not
that's
dead.
right.
You're not dead. Oh, that was a jump attack. Did you see that? You're like, that was BA.
Alright.
When will the group name change feature come out by Shadow Titans? I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know, like, did we
You guys
call them
missed the
that?
Q&A. The Q&A feature, or the Q&A part of the show is at the beginning, so
Yeah, we don't know nothing.
we're kind of
We don't
not
know.
answering all the questions except the ones about, the ones about streaming we'll answer, but
And beards and aliens.
yeah, important stuff. Nice.
The truly important things.
I've been watching streams too, like
Other people's
people's streams.
No, I thought you meant that you've been watching like water flow down a babbling brook.
Well, I do that too. You
You're
know,
feeling really contemplative lately, so I've been watching streams.
I've been watching streams.
I generally have to do that after
So,
going
actually,
home from work.
we should start a Twitch channel that's just a stream.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So meta.
So meta.
Maybe
Inception
the
horde.
next big thing. This is so funny. Like everyone's just like spinning around and wobbling.
Let's see. No, I can't help you there. Sorry. BA.
Look at it.
Oh, so the rockets are not the one-hit kills anymore. I guess that's kind of a good thing. Kind of.
Are they? I thought.
They're not.
Five
Like,
Size
in a lot of games.
Pick has a very important question, and that is cake or pie? Pie.
Really?
Minority.
This coming from the alien.
I know, right? Do you see the irony in that? Do you see what I just did? Alright. You've asked multiple times, so Convalent, your mom can get a birthday shout out.
Happy birthday, Mom!
Happy birthday, Convalent's mom.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Happy birthday.
even if it's not your birthday,
So weird.
use your mom, I don't know.
Is she watching our stream? Because it means
Probably not.
It means absolutely nothing. Nothing in the world.
I want something really awesome to happen in this that we can use as like our. This is the note we go out on. Like you need to go on a run or something here.
Well, did you see
There
how
we go.
You see how
Oh.
Dave and them went out? They went out on like the perfect question.
Yeah, that was
They just had like a very deep, intuitive
well
thing to say.
executed.
Yeah.
So guys,
This wobbly is just so.
we're getting close to the end here. For everyone who's left, thanks for watching this whole thing. But also, before you leave and before we leave, hit that purple follow button. Make sure you don't miss any of our streams going forward in the future. I mean, they're awesome, so you should watch them.
You guys post it to Twitter too, right? Like you guys. Have
Yeah, I mean, you can
post to
follow.
Twitter?
You should definitely follow Roblox on Twitter. We post all the notifications there about upcoming streams. We'll remind you that they're coming up, so you don't show up late and miss egg hunt. So yeah, you should follow us like basically everywhere.
Everywhere.
But most importantly, for right now, Twitch.
Twitch.
Hit the purple follow button. Thank you.
So should I close out here?
Bob, do you have any skills you want to show off?
So I just want to know, like, I love watching your guys' streams, and I have a streaming group.
Okay.
So if you join,
Plug it.
put your link in there. It's called Noble Dragons Live Stream Stalkers. So I've got Becky's stream up, Reese's stream up in there. I got Major Tom's stream, Jake, Slingshot Junkie. I always want to use their real name. I have my own. But get in there, post them up in there.
We also have a new forum for Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, the VCR
projects
forum
exclusively. So
Look at it. Look at where we're everywhere. You can't not see us. Okay? So just follow us on Twitch and watch every week. That being said, I am Jack Smirking Revenge. This is Noble Dragon. This is Blockhawk. This has been your fourth Blogscast?
This is our fourth.
I think it was a fourth. So thank you for participating in our fourth Blogscast.
Fourth.
We will be doing these as often as possible.
Well, once a month.
By that I mean once a month. And as always, keep your eyes peeled for news and announcements at blog.roblox.com. And we will see you on Wednesday for the next level.